Solo.
And hello, welcome to solo playthroughs. I should probably, get better at adjusting stuff before I start streaming, but then I'm like, wait, I forgot to do that. All right, that looks getter. I don't know. Speaking's hard. We had a couple of comments from not Madi, Sajit. I'm really struggling with names, kids. Since I've been back the last couple of weeks. But yeah, Sajid can't make it today, so we will not have his assorted nonsense. VL is in the comments. Great to see you back at this great game. Keep it up. Love you. Cool glasses. You rock. Well, that is a wonderful comment to see as I start this thing. So thank you, VL. Yeah. I'm gonna go 816 today, and I want to play with my girl Aretha, because I have not played with her in a minute. So this seemed like a good time. Yeah, just kind of gonna stick with solo conquest. I will get back into probably some of the Shades of Tesla stuff, maybe Life and Death, some of the Volcaire's quest, Volcaire's Return, but kind of just want to go back to the OG for a little bit. So I go through cycles with the additional, scenarios in this game. I mean, I still love Quest. It's probably my favorite. It's just absolute chaos. Return is like I like it. It's a little gamery though, and how you're trying to figure out how to reveal that city at just the right time. So I really, Solar Conquest is that great, never-ending challenge where you can just keep, setting the level as high as you want. So 816 does feel comfortable for me. Right now, since I haven't played in a few months. So last game was a big challenge, one on the final possible turn. So that was super cool, and definitely was feeling the rust. So hopefully, some of that rust is now, not as rusty, if that's a thing. Yeah, still rocking these cool glasses. They are, for those who don't know, just anti-glare, preventing me from having a series of migraines that I have been kind of suffering from. Suffering is a strong word. I've been dealing with is probably more the kind of level of annoyance that the migraines are in my life right now. So we'll keep wearing those, so I hopefully can get through this stream. And let's pick our dummy player. So I'm going to roll the die here. I did start a little bit early, so hopefully people will start trailing in. I rolled a 1. Just trust me, this was number 1. We have Goldix to the rescue with our dummy player skills. I also noticed I forgot to title this video, so it just says Mage Knight Solo : the suspense, man. It was it was a marketing ploy to try to get people to come check it out. Now I'll add a title later. I could have added the title when I realized it, but I didn't want it to mess up my streaming software. I don't know if that's a thing, but my streaming software is linked to the video already, so I was just gonna let it ride. So and again, I will start when I'm ready. At this point, I could have waited the 8 minutes, but I got things to do, people. And those castles are not gonna conquer themselves. So I really wanted to get started at that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Still got it. Gonna count this or shuffle this. I just counted it. Guillaume Pages just saw the stream is on, but sadly I can't keep watching. I am in the office in the UK from across the pond. Good lucky with it. I'll watch it later. Excellent. Thank you for stepping in, sir. And I'm gonna actually do some homework and try to get better at pronouncing that word, because it's your name. It looks cool as shit, and I just can't speak. So that's on me. Jonathan K. Hey Greg and all Solo Conquest and all. Solo Conquest really is good. Nice to have the other options, but hard to beat the classic for sure. Silver Fear says, good morning. Hello, Brian. Brian, I was calling somebody else by your name last week because that was fun. Just, again, having... It's ex-Huntinator too, whose real name I used to know at some point, but for some reason I decided it was Brian last week, and it wasn't. And ex-Huntinator is actually the one who first introduced me to Dawn of the Zeds, or put that on my radar. Who I think I might have said that was Jonathan Kokoski at some point. So it's all coming full circle, people. But one day I'm going to keep it all straight. So we have Goldix's deck set. We have our wound cards behind my ugly face over here. So they're not a concern for you. We have our spells, shuffling them up. We'll get our spell offer. We have Expose, Burning Shield, and Space Bending. We have our advanced actions. Silver says there are lots of Brians out there, but I'm happy you remember me. Always, dude, always. How could I forget? Yeah, actually, it's funny. I have these weird associations with games, right? So Huntinator, it's always going to be Zeds. Silver Fear is going to be Gaia. For some reason, I just think about Gaia with you. So that's a game I have not played solo in a while. I got the expansion. I really like the expansion. Oh wow, it's so good. And I've played it competitively 3 or 4 times. And then obviously time for gaming in my life just got really, really tight. But Gaia is also one of those games that it's hard for me to play in a bigger group because I'm just so much better at it than my average person in my group. But there are definitely some people that have given me a run for my money. My wife's cousin walloped me like 4 times in a row, which was super fun. And then we played with the expansion, and I managed to finally pull off a win against him. But I kept doing this thing against him where I just was forgetting about endgame scoring. It's just like, here, have 36 extra points. Good job. All right. Our advanced action offer is Chilling Stare, Ambush, and Pathfinding. And then we're going to shuffle up the artifacts. Every day we're shuffling. Little LMFAO. So if I started watching you with Gaia, that's awesome about the expansion. Would love to see that on stream again. I haven't played the expansion yet, or Gaia in person with people. Yeah, the expansion is really good. They did a lot of cool tweaks to make a lot more strategies more viable for more of the factions. I know that's pretty vague, but it seemed to be intentionally what they were trying to pull off, and they accomplished it pretty well. So yeah, some really good expansions, man, like that I think have come. I think expansions are getting better, hopefully, but other than other than Spirit Island Nature Incarnate, because woof. All right, let's hopefully the Mage Knight expansion is equally as good as the Gaia expansion. I'm gonna pause this real quick. Just like shutting the audio off. Tabletop Troubadour says, I've decided that Greg looks more like a Special Forces military contractor than an electro-funk DJ. All right. That's great. Does play it just in time, I see. Indeed you are. In time for rules mistakes and other sort of shenanigans. Yes, you are. All right, we're going to take 5 of these dice off. Let's set our source. Make sure I roll black, whatever. White, gold, and red. Hopefully I will have a better time at discerning what white and gold are. Again, these glasses make that hard. I'm just gonna have to look at the symbols because that got a little confusing last game. What did I forget from Goldix? What did I forget? We need our turn order token. Of course we do. You can go right there. We have our unit offer. We have the Illusionist, the Utum Swordsman, and the Peasants. All right, we need to get 2 core city tiles. I do have Volcaire's Camp thrown in there. That made for a very interesting diversion. What's the right word? Very interesting challenge last time, coming across that as a level 8 Volcaire's Camp is no joke. So that was super fun. I'm glad we were able to pull that off. Number 3 and number 3. All right, those are out. I will need to keep them somewhat close though, because I will likely need to set up a Megapolis. If we get Volcaire's camp second, what I will do at that point is just probably just do 8 and double it. So do an 8 and 8. I guess I could do a 15 of the 1 maybe. They don't have a 1. So I could do like a 12 and a 4 if I want to get to 16. That could be a good idea. So I'll compare 8 versus 8, 8 plus 8, and 12 and 4, and kind of see which one I want to do. All right, we need 2 core non-city tiles. So number 2 and number 6 is not helpful. Number 5. Shuffle these together, and then we'll get 7 countryside tiles, and then we'll be on our way. Dutch Blade says excited for the upcoming expansion. That's a question. Tentatively, yes. I have the. I'm glad they're not adding more cards. I just think that's so important. The balance of this game is so tight. I didn't want to see. I just feel like power creep is such a problem with so many expansions. I didn't want to see more exciting artifacts and exciting spells. This game is so finely balanced the way it is. Plus, with the colors and the everything's like, you know, it's important to keep it the way it is. I mean, even the dual color cards, I think, might have, upset the apple cart a little bit, but I'm fine with it. But yeah, don't go too far down that. But like more scenarios, fine. I'm excited mostly about the other new mage. And I trust Phil. I mean, Phil, I think, did a decent job with Shades of Tesla. So, I mean, it's one of those things. We'll see when it comes out. But Jonathan K, yeah, you introduced me to Zeds and Spirit Island. I think my helpful tip was Space Empires and pulling the markers out of the bag instead of trying to shuffle and set up. Yeah, that makes sense. Space Empires, they just GMT just announced that they're finally getting all good things to market. So I will dust that box off at some point. Lately, I've finally learned Victorum. I will probably feature that in the next couple of weeks. And I still have to learn the Quick Torum version. I think I'll like Quick Torum better than the original, but I really, really like a lot of the things Chip Theory did with Hoppelmach's Victorum. I also learned Reckoners, and that game's really good. I don't love it, but I'm engaged by it. I think it's very cool. It probably will be in my collection forever. But it does a lot of really cool things. It's also really hard to find, and when you find it, it can be super expensive for what it is. But again, it's super high quality components, which just adds to the cost. But yeah, it's a really good game. They do a lot of really good things. Tabletop Troubadour, Mage Knight solo sounds more appropriate for those of us 50 plus and in need of screening endoscopies. Okay. Michael Newsom, hi Greg, hi all. And Jonathan says, curious if you ever managed to try Quest for the Golden Grail when you were exploring fan scenarios. It's definitely a weird one. I didn't do many fan scenarios for Mage Knight. I mean, I know I did the fan-made expansion. I got Yumurg, and then I played the original, the original Apocalypse Dragon, which was created by Dursu Salazar, who has another name that I'm forgetting, but he's really active on the Mage Knight Facebook page. Haven't actually. I should probably touch base with him at some point. He's a good dude. So I didn't really do many. Oh, also Madi. I played 3 actually, because I played Tom Willinger made a 1. It's a really cool scenario for 3 players, but it's really hard. I mean, you have to beat all 4 cities and Volcaire's camp. You need 3 mages. It's wildly hard, but Tony and I have played that a bunch where we would just take turns playing for the 3rd player. That was super fun. And then I played Madi's scenario, which is super cool. It's a lot. It combines ideas from life and death and a bunch of the scenarios, and kind of throws it together in some really like kind of grand experience. So I do like it. it was just probably a little bit more than I want to do on the average game of Mage Knight for me. But that is what it is. But yeah, so if you want to check out those, I forget the name of Madi's. Madi could pop that in the comments. And I have never featured Toms on the channel. It's just hard to do. I mean, I have to solo 3 mages. It would be like a 9-hour stream, dude. So I'm probably never gonna feature that. I mean, at some point, Tom was a Patreon of mine, so I asked if he wanted me to do that for my patron challenge, and instead I think I featured Uprising was his patron challenge, which I was more than happy to do. Speaking of which, I just heard from Dirk from Nemesis Games. Things are really moving forward pretty quick with the Uprising stuff. Their next Kickstarter is due to launch, I believe, like the first week of October. So if you haven't played Uprising, check out my videos. That's something I would highly recommend be on your radar. And if you have played Uprising and you love it, like me, you're going to want to be one of the first backers for that for sure. So that is what it is. They don't pay me, to be clear. I just really love that game, and I love those guys. So, Dutch Blaze, one of the Halpamakas remastered. Kind of got sucked into that one for the solo mode. I haven't played remastered. I only got Victorum. Part of me regretted that when I learned that Victorum at its base was like just an 8 to 12 hour solo experience, because dear God. But at this point, I don't feel the need to get remastered. I really, really like Victorum, and I'm not going to play that game with other people enough to justify getting remastered. And I got Cloudspire stuff coming, and looking over at my Too Many Bones collection. Like, I'm kind of good, and my 20 strong collection. I'm kind of good with what I have from Chip Theory, to be honest with you. Brian says 9 hours of Greg. Sounds like a dream. Yeah, I think my longest stream was probably my last Space Empires video, which was like, oh God, was that 9? That was probably 8, 9 hours. That was a long, long, long stream. My wife is like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, great. We're just playing some Space Empires. Yeah, good." What is not to like about 9 hours of Greg? Well, I know a few people in my life that would probably have a couple of couple of comments about whether or not 9 hours of Greg is really a dream or not. Just ask my kids. They would have other ideas. So, I digress. Let's get this party started. We have everything shuffled, I think. Yeah, looking good. So we got this ready. Here's my D deck. It's going to be off camera a little bit down here. We'll get our starting terrain. We have an orc and no sights. And I guess we're going to go to that mage tower because we need spells. I love expose. I like burning shield. And it's going to get a little elemental attack. Yeah, we'll see if my influence cards cooperate. Maybe we'll get both. Maybe we'll just get both. So let me get the orcs. Where are you? So we're going to have 2 orcs over here. So Fear says Nemo's War was pretty lengthy too. Yeah. And then I found out I had a rule wrong. I was doing something wrong with the placement that I was like, all right, dude, that was kind of the end of it for me. Like, I liked Nemo's War. I didn't love it. And then I just found some of the rules just so punishing for no freaking reason. And I don't know. It was an interesting experience. It's just so much rolling, not a lot of mitigation. The expansion stuff really does help. It's a cool experience. I'd recommend it, but yeah, that was the game that was not going to live in my collection forever for sure. I mean, again, it's Victory Point Games. I mean, that trifecta of games. Darkest Night second's really good. But again, I sold it. It wasn't. That was not destined to be there forever. And then Nemo's War similar, and for me, Zed's is just so far and above the other two as an experience that it's kind of the only one that lasted in my collection. All right, sorry, my nose is running. Saget, well, hello, Michael Newsom. What hero are you playing? Who's the dummy player? We have Aretha, because by just selection, not even I didn't randomize it. I just wanted to play Aretha, and with Goldix. Saget, a quick check in from the side of a canal in Amsterdam. Nice, nice. I hope you're enjoying your vacation. Madi says the scenario is called The Liberator. It is on BGG. I toying with ideas to make it a 6-round scenario. It may upload a new version of it. Nice. Yeah, Dottie is. Thanks for clarifying that, Madi. That's the for everybody else. That was the one of the scenarios I featured. So you can definitely go back through my old Mage Knight catalog and find that video at some point for sure. And then Sad just says, "Are you going to be here for 9 hours?" What? No. I hope not. I mean, I felt like I was here for 9 hours last week because math wasn't mathing in my head for a bit of that. Especially in that last scenario when I'm like, I know I can do this. I just have to figure out how. But we eventually got there. All right. We are set. Let's draw my opening hand. We have Tranquility. Always great to get your healing card, the very first card of the game. That was sarcasm, people. March, Improvisation, Rage, and March. I really want to see what this guy is. I wouldn't mind getting there to, get... Well, that's also an idea. If I move here, that's 8. Oh, can I get 8? If I take 3 wounds from him and I have my healing card and I get to that magical glade, then I can heal a lot right away. So there's a small argument here to get great start, because I don't know how else I'm going to get move 8. I have no opportunity to recruit either of these two easily. I can recruit the illusionist, but woof. I mean, they're fine. I don't love them. If I do interaction, I could potentially recruit the illusionist and buy a spell on the same turn. Now that's an idea if I get enough mana. But I mean, as it is, I mean, that's move 8, wolf. And the question is, what do I do? So do I take great start? And then that saves me planning. That saves me planning. Neither of those are an influence card. I do not hate the idea of getting both of them. Maybe I just move. If I move 3, I mean, it's only block 3, but then I would need attack 5. Take 3 wounds, heal 1. Or save this, have the gold for next turn, heal 2, move into there, heal my last one. That would be an idea. All right, let's take planning. I'm really tempted to do great start, but I'm going to take planning because I just think move 8 and trying to kill him and actually I won't even. That's right, because if I do improvisation for that, I won't have any wounds. No, I will have wounds because I'm not blocking. My brain. Well, if I get another movement card. Problem is, I'm down to. Well, I guess I'll have my 2 swiftnesses too. I'm just wondering, is this a great start? Might make the most sense. Probably if I don't take planning now and then Goldix eats it up on me, I'll be very sad. This is me being sad. Do it this way, actually. Planning, great start. Planning, great start. Because I go here. 3, attack 5. I take 3 wounds. Heal 1. Actually, I don't even. I'll just hold on to that with the wounds. I draw an extra card because of that. So I'll heal 2. I'll draw 2 more cards. Then the chances of me getting that move 5 is limited. Let me try to avoid these wounds. I'm gonna do a great start because the math of that gets really weird. All right, great start. I'm drawing 2. We're rolling a die. It's 5. I already took 5, dude. It's 4. Of course. Planning's gone. How did I know? How did I know that was going to happen? And now Goldix is first. And I get 2 more cards. Move. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. I could just use Crystallize, get another crystal. Yikes. Yeah, I should have taken planning. that didn't work out. All right. White, blue, red. Done. Well, I have all the move cards. I could move 3 this way, do the block this way, and then that's attack 5, and then I have Crystallize. But then I have literally used most of my movement cards, but I'll have 2 Swiftnesses and 1 Stamina. That's probably better. So I'm not going to take any wounds. So I'm going to use Stamina for move 2, Tranquility for move 1. That gets me into the forest because this is day. I'm going to attack the Orc War Beast. I'm going to block him with Improvisation, discarding March. That's block 3. And then in the melee phase, I'm going to do attack 4 and march sideways for attack 5, holding on to the Crystallize. I mean, if I get end my turn there, kill that thing, get some extra fame, and get a couple of. I'm not going to move very far, but I think that could be a good first round because those are 2 really good spells. And then I'll just have to do a lot of exploring and movement next turn. All right. So, and I still have Threaten and I still have Promise in here. So hopefully they're near the bottom of my deck and we'll get this thing worked out. So the Orc War Beast is defeated. That's 3 fame and 1 increase in reputation. I'm going to re-roll the die. It's blue. These come down. I'm going to get my yeah, I mean, if I knew what this skill was, I mean, yeah, I mean, if I knew that was coming up, taking a wound would necessarily have been the worst thing. But, you know, let me get a red crystal and a red mana. That will come in helpful with Crystallize in my hand. I will just load up on some reds right away. We're going to add this. And then the first advanced action I want. The other thing too is now movement. I just need move 5 to get into there. I don't need to move 5 to get into there to start healing. So that's what I was worried about. Partially, Chilling Stare is interesting for the influence. It's just saying you don't attack. Of course, it does not work against an enemy with ice resistance. Ambush might be what I need though, because I did go through a lot of my movement cards, and that makes me a little worried. So not taking this is a little bit gross because it's such a good. I mean, it's the cooperative skill where you get to throw away 2 wounds. I mean, that would have been the perfect. If I knew that skill was near the top, I would just take the 3 wounds because just I get to throw away 2, and then I get to use on my next turn a wound card as +3 instead of the normal +1. So good, so good. I'm gonna take ambush because I burned so many movement cards, and again, since I'm not exploring much this round, I'm gonna need that movement cards in those movement cards in future rounds. So I draw out my hand limit, which is 5. There's Promise, there's Determination, and there's Swiftness. Especially, I might need that Swiftness. We'll see what this enemy is because I might need the Swiftness just to kill a dude. Seeing the comments. Kill the orc, level up maybe. Sadger, depending on level you're playing, the orc is a trap. I disagree just because, again, I wanted to get that level up. The 3 fame is nice. I mean, I hear you. Like, if I was playing, yeah, I definitely could see that. I feel like this orc might be the trap actually, because it's you know, I don't know if I, but we'll see. There's some arguments to just killing that dude. Um, I'm afraid I'm going to have to hop into the car to head home from the office in a bit. I'll be sure to watch it later. Good luck. Michael Newsom says, I never usually take planning the first turn. I feel like there are too few cards in my head to justify it. Sadger says, hey, as long as Greg Luck is where it should be, I am happy. Like I was saying, the orc is not worth 6 cards. I those 6 cards. I mean, there was a bunch of movement. I only used one attack card. I mean, as long as I still get to kill this, I mean, and then I have, if I think I could do what I'm looking to do with the illusionist, I feel like I'll be okay. But I see the argument for sure. All right, Goldix's turn. 1, 2, and it wasn't just 6 cards for the orc, to be clear. I mean, I also had a move. So you know, but I guess it was 4 cards for the orc itself, right? So yeah, I mean, there's some wisdom there. You ain't crazy. Well, maybe not. Motivation would have been nice. Not gonna lie. All right, let me do this. I'm gonna do this skill. I don't know why I said green. Green has nothing to do with anything I just did, so that's fine. That gives me a red crystal, a red mana. I'm going to use the red mana to power crystallize to get another red crystal. And we're going to move 2 to get into here. This reveals. It is the illusionists, which could be pretty nasty. Chilling stare might have been more helpful, but that's fine. We'll see what he sends our way, and if we can get the 6 attack. Well, wait, I should have some fire attack, assuming I get battle versatility in my next draw. So we'll see what I draw. I do get battle versatility. Yeah, fire attack 3 for the win. Hell yeah. And I got my 2 influence cards. I think this will work. I have the red mana. Yeah, I think we're actually set up pretty well. So Sajid might be right. Maybe I got a little lucky here. So we'll see how this plays out. So those cards are discarded. Here's my hand. We go to Goldus's next turn. It's a green, and a blue. One more comes off. So he's gone through his deck nice and slowly. My turn. I'm going to play Ambush. I'm going to power it with the gold. So that's a move 4. And then add 4 to my first block card of any type. Or 2 to an attack card. But I'm definitely going to try to block this dude. So we're going to move in here. It's the illusionist. I'm not defeating him in the siege or ranged attack phase. I lose a reputation because I'm sieging a fortified site. The illusionist is attacking me with a monster. I think I'm good with most monsters that come out of here. Absolutely. So this is a block 2 plus 4 because the ambush, so block 6. So the crypt worm is blocked. And now I'm going to play battle versatility, power this with the red. That's fire attack 3. And that's enough to kill the illusionist in the melee phase. And these guys are like, oh my gosh, those are my cousins. I was like, yeah, it happens. So we're going to get 4 fame. I don't know why the illusionists talk like that, but they just do. It's a thing. That's that. And I'm going to get my reward. I will take... Influence 4. I will take Burning Shield. So good. So much fire attack. Expose. I'll take expose. All right, that goes there. Rolling. Boom. Done. Done. Mana pull. That's quite excellent. Yeah, I can make all of that work. These come down. This comes in. Hey, offering. That's another good card. I'm gonna take Burning Shield though. Red, white, white. Goldix is super slow. My turn. We're going to spend. I'm going to play Mana Pull. May power that with a white. Well, I'm going to take this. I have another blue movement card, I think. So I'm going to take the green, turn that to red, get 2 reds. I'm going to use 1 to power Threaten. That's influence 5. It's going to be 4. I'm just going to be just short. Going to be just short. Influence 4. Yeah, just do it 2 turns in a row. Maybe I don't do this then. White. Red, red. If I save Mana Pull. Then it would save me. Ha! Well, I could just kill that guy. Yeah, let me do that. I might not get both of those. I might not get Burning Shield, but I think this makes some sense from an XP standpoint, and it's super efficient. So, great. I'm going to turn this green into a white. Get 2 whites. So I'm going to power expose. Target enemy loses all fortifications and resistances. That is all. That includes the wall. Range attack 2, and then range attack 3. Murder. That's going to be +1 reputation, +3 fame, and that gives me a thing. If I start here next turn too, that's not necessarily terrible because I do have another command token, and I'm not sure where my next ability is to recruit something. But now this guy's dead. This does not get re-rolled. These go away. This gets re-rolled. It's still white. These come down. Yeah, I don't know if I'm getting Burning Shield now, but that's fine. Ooh. Of course, the green's gone. Because I turned the green into white. I turned the, yeah. Oh, that's gross. Because I could have done influence 5, influence 7, and then had the thing. That's fine. I just won't get Burning Shield. I'll already have enough fire attack. Yeah, I think that's fine. The question is, do I move? Do I move? Maybe I move. Four. Oh, I can keep the reputation. That'd be 7, and I can move on the final turn. I could just get a white crystal with the illusionist too, which might be ultimately better. All right, Goldix is gonna go 1, 2, 3. They're declaring end of round next turn, so I have 2 more turns. This turn, I'm going to spend this for influence 4. That's influence 5, 6. It's influence 7. I'm going to get the illusionists. And maybe I move. I'm so uncertain. Yeah, because the problem is I don't want to get stuck there, and that's move 5. And if my card draw is bad, or I could just move here for move 4, and then explore, and then kind of figure out my next turn. There should be at least some fortified site where I can recruit. That's fine. But yeah, that's the trap. Oh, I killed them both. Whatever. I just wanted to kill orcs, dude. I feel good about what I've done here today. This goes away. That's a black. Goldix declares end of round. I'm going to power this with the blue. And then let's move forward. At least set myself up. And then I'm going to use this ability to get a white crystal. And the first round with 2 crystals. And Goldix sort of declared the round. So, lots of decision space there. Not sure if I made the right decisions, but you know, we did what we did. We're gonna move on. Hi, calls me crazy. Dang. Sajid, if you played your games exactly like I would, why would I watch you? It's great that you have your own way. Medusa, I can tell you're gonna get Medusa before you draw it. I want Mantis. I would have. Oh, Mantis, I would not have been able to block. I did have block 6 though. Medusa would have been nothing. I stand corrected. This is a nice start for sure. Let's see how far I can take it. Anyway, Sailboat is calling my name. I will catch up with you. I will catch up with the VOD at some point for sure. You get 14 influence if you use the illusionist in the same turn and use your red crystal. Could I have? Because I was getting 7. I was maxing out at 13 in my head. Because I was getting the 7 to get the illusion. Oh, but if I use, the problem is if I use the red crystal, I wouldn't have also then had the red crystal to get the burning shield. That's why I was running out of red crystals. Because if I used, oh wait, no, because I was using the red crystal. If I used the white, oh, so if I did promise for 4, red crystal, but then I wouldn't have had something would have got messed up because I was using mana pull. Oh wait, I forget the stronger effect of mana pull too. I forgot Arethia's is special. You can use an additional mana from the source if the die is black. Use to produce a mana of any color. There were no black. And then and mana pull is take 2 mana, set them to any color. So I could have set that to, I could have used the red, set the other ones to red and white, but then I wouldn't have had the blue for movement. Ha! That would have, yeah, there's definitely a way I could have gotten Burning Shield if I really, 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 really wanted it. I only kind of maybe wanted it. So I feel pretty good about how that went down, to be honest. So, we'll see what opportunities I have to get more spells and artifacts now. So this might be a moment that I'll live to regret. These go away. These come out. We're going to get new units. We get the shock troops. Love me some shock troops. The thugs. I would have been able to recruit the guardian golems there. I like the golems. I don't love the golems. They're super useful if you get Volcari's Camp because there's enough orcs that have a 3 physical attack that the golems can just, shrug away. Yeah, it's fine. Rolling 3 dice. Blue, red, green. Look at that. Good little roll. We're going to add Chilling Stare. So that is blue and white in my mind. And this is a red crystal. This comes down. This comes out. It's underground travel. These come down. This comes out. It is diplomacy. 4 from promise, 5 from threaten, 4 from illusion. So the card sideways and a red mana from concentration. Oh, if I got, yeah. If I use concentration for the red there, but would I have had enough mana to also then buy the spell? Is the question. These are the questions indeed. Cool. No, I see that. I definitely see that. I'm kind of happy I moved the 4 because it's 1 for the wall plus 3. Now I could just start exploring and remember we got 7 tiles to get through. So, I like getting 10 fame. You really want to get up to that 35 as quickly as you can I'm sorry, 24 as quickly as you can so you get that extra card draw. So especially since planning is out of the deck. Woof. All right. Ding, ding. Drawing to my hand limit, which is 5. I need to put a thing on here. We have swiftness. We have promise. We have tranquility and stamina and improvisation. All right. What are we going to take? We have our tactics. I don't mind taking Long Night right now. Use these cards pretty aggressively, especially since I'm probably going to use these sideways, or at least trash one for improvisation. Maybe have a long night. Let's do it. So I'm going to roll this die. 3 is out. No mana search. Bye-bye. And I'll put long night over here. This comes out. I'm going to... I can get move a billion. Yeah, I can. I can literally get move 9 this turn, which is pretty exciting. I won't need tranquility. So we're going to do move 4. What is the 4 for? We're going to explore here. I don't know why I'm deciding I'm on the Harry Potter Quidditch team right now. So again, core tiles have to be adjacent to 2 tiles. Countryside tiles can be adjacent to 1 tile as long as the tile that it's being connected to is adjacent to 2 tiles itself. So that is a legal placement for anyone's like, that doesn't look right. I know, it's legal. This is face down. I wouldn't mind getting there for the shock troops. I could get the thugs. I always like the shock troops. Oh, the second explorer, I have 2 more points of movement to spend from stamina. Ugh. Yeah, so we're definitely going to that tower because there are no other fortified sites. And I probably will use that. We're just going to do excessive amounts of movement. All right, we have an orc ironclad, which with Arethia isn't terrible because you have that battle versatility right off the bat. All right, I'm going to take this because I know I can use it. We're going to do the red and the red mana. We're going to get a move 5 with this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 1 more. I'm going to use Promise sideways. This will not reveal until I enter it, which I will plan on just entering it next turn because I'm going to want to make moves here. And then we're going to do another exploration. So a solid move 10 to start the next round. Here we go. There are some things we could do. That's a good tile. That's a really good tile. So if we can go in here, we get our thugs, or our shock troops. Now, we can't use the shock troops in the dungeon, but I am indeed have my eyes set on that dungeon. And then there's a monastery. I mean, honestly, I don't hate here as a path. And then maybe we can, what's that, 3, so circle around here, get our first, no, that's the coast, dude. That's the coast. I can come here, put a tile here, and then we could put our first core tile here. Yeah, I think there's some, I think that will play. I really do like that tile. All right, this gets re-rolled. That's blue. This comes down. These come out. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to put these, boom, boom, boom is the technical term. It's in the world of Atlantis. We can discuss it later. We get 4 more cards. We have battle versatility, ambush. Oh, I love ambush right there. That's a good card to come out. Concentration and rage. Yeah, we're definitely sieging that next turn. Hopefully getting the shock troops here the turn after that, and then kind of go into this dungeon and moving on from there. So it's Goldust's first turn of the second round. We get a blue, we have a red, and a red. 1 more card comes off. It's a white. Seeing Marty's. Oh, yes, thank you. Marty is on it. We get a advanced action in the unit offer because of the monastery. The monks are definitely French with my awesome French accent. Hold on 1 sec. Quick little coughing fit for y'all. And you're welcome. My turn. We're going to the monastery. I just got that stuck in my head because of course I do. Of course I do. Oh man, I can't use any units. So I can't use units there, and I can't use units there, so that's super awesome. All right, ambush, powering it with a green. So move 4 gets me into here. I'm sieging a fortified site. Oh, thank God I have battle versatility. Oh, I wish I had another green. Woof. All right. Well, I lose a reputation because I'm sieging the said fortified site. Because yeah, I gained 1, lost 1, lost 1. So I am even. He's attacking me for 2 physical attack. The illusionist will be assigned that 2 physical attack. They have 2 physical resistance, so they just absorb it with not a problem. I wish I had a green. Now I'm going to spend 5. I need 10 physical attack or 5 fire attack or 5 ice attack. I'm going to power this. That gives me 3 fire attacks. So I need 4 more physical attack or 2 more fire attack. I'm going to play concentration to get a red mana, and then I'm going to use this to power rage. That is a 4 physical attack, which equates to 2 points of damage to him because he has physical resistance, plus the 3 fire attack. That's enough to murder him. All right, it's like last turn we had illusionist on illusionist. We had illusionist crime with the illusionist in the offer. This time we have golem crime with the guardian golems in the offer. They're both horrified about what I'm doing, but trust me, guys, it's for a good cause. We're not exactly entirely sure what my cause is as we, wreck shop across the world of Atlantis, but it's for a good cause, I promise. Oh wait. That's a lot of weight. I did not play a block card. So my first attack card is +2 to my first attack card of any type. So that would have been 5 fire attacks. So I can hold on to the rage and the concentration, which I do want to do because I have to murder somebody in there. So ambush coming in real big. So it's a move 4, add 2 to your first attack card of any type. I played Battle Versatility as my first attack card, so that was Fire Attack 5-0, which murders him with less cards. I'm sure Madi already said that in the comments. No, he didn't! Look at that! It's shocking, actually. Shocking revelations. I'm on a monastery, drawing 3 cards. Ugh. I did not get threaten because I was hoping to get influence 4. Influence 4. I don't know what that was. I'm sorry, guys. I'm in one of those weird moods. Shoot. I have to decide whether I'm burning cards sideways. I already used promise. Well, I have long night too, so burning cards sideways. I can be a little more aggressive in doing so. All right, Goldix's turn. It is a green. It is a green. It is a red. 1 more. Are you kidding me? I just added the red crystal, and of course he pops off 2 red cards in a row. Let's go! I'm going to. But keep these. I have access to white. I'm gonna need a move card. That just moved 2. Oh, I could do that too. Yikes. Feels so weird to use concentration for that. I really do think I need to put this tile out here. Because... Wait, no, there would be a space here. So I actually don't need to put... I could do 1, 2, and then have the first core tile here that won't be on the coast. That makes me feel a little better. I have plenty of move cards. All right, so I'm going to do Influence 4. Influence 5. Influence 6. These are just... Those are cards I definitely want for that dungeon, because that's going to give me range attack 5. If I could get... Yeah, I could definitely get range attack 5 easily. Which might not be enough, but you know, we'll see. If I take some moons, again, I am playing as Arethia. It's not the worst. So that's Influence 6. That's going to give me the Shock Troops. This goes away. Drawing it to my hand limit 5 + 1 because of the keep. Mana Pull is super nice. And Crystallize. Goldix's turn. I did not get a movement card, of course. That's a little unfortunate. Don't want to use swiftness to move. I think I use concentration and crystallize to move, which is kind of aggressive, but c'est la vie. All right, white, blue, white, red. Just red every time. Interesting. So he has 5 more cards in his deck. So unless he pulls a green, I have 3 more turns. And he has 1 green, 2 green, 3 green. He has 1 more green, so he has a 20% chance of giving me 2 more turns and an 80% chance of me having 3 more turns. Advanced math for y'all. Maybe. So 4 cards left. 2 of them are move cards. 1 of them is my other swiftness, so 3 of them are essentially the move 2 I would need. I also still have battle. Nope, I used battle versatility. Yes, I did. Indeed, I did. I don't think I can get a. Oh, I could get a green that way. Oh, that's super strong. All right, let me do this. I'm going to move to going in here. Nope. I'm going to move to going in here. And then I'm going to use crystallize to power with the blue to get me a green, because I can get a crystal of any color to my inventory. And now essentially I can get range attack 7, which kills most of those nasty little monsters. Rolling that, it's green. It's even better. Drawing 3 cards. There's the threaten. Goldix's turn. Blue, green, white. Great. I do have 2 more turns, so hopefully Long Night will trigger. As my action, I'm entering the dungeon. I don't want to explore there because I am going to go 1, 2, 3 for the first quartile right there. So we're going to go. We're entering the dungeon. We pulled a monster. And what do we get? All right, great. So we're going to play. Expose. I will use the. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Well, I want to save the green there if I can. So I'm going to use the white. So that gives target enemy loses all fortifications, including unit fortifications. That is a range attack 2. And then we're going to do this concentration plus swiftness. That's range attack 7. That is murder attack 7. That's 5 fame. That gets us up to 19. You're out. This goes away. We're going to get our. Wait, nope. One of these still stay. What should stay? These 3 should stay. Indeed. Yeah, we got plenty of turns here. These 3 should stay. So I'm going to roll a. We'll re-roll that. It's black. That goes away. Now I'm going to get my reward. I roll a die. It is green. I get an artifact. If I had rolled a gold or a black, I would have taken a spell. Banner of Fortitude or Banner of Glory. Assign this to a unit you control. The assigned unit gets +1 armor and +1 to any attacks or blocks it makes. Whenever this unit attacks or blocks, Fame +1. Okay, not the greatest. Or Banner of Fortitude. Assign it to a unit. When the unit's about to get wounded, flip this card to ignore the wound. Any additional effects. This unit can still only be assigned damage once he's combat. Anytime except during combat, heal all wounds. Yeah. Neither of these are great for me. The good thing with Banner of Fortitude is it doesn't burn the unit. Banner of Glory, at least, gets you. It's a way to get additional fame as we kind of track along here. But neither of my guys are really attacking or blocking very much, so it's just like a weird fit. I'll take the Banner of Fortitude. I don't love it, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's just that's a bad draw. That is a bad draw. Hello, people. Welcome to the land of bad draws. This goes here, but now I have to do my level up. I get new skills. Goldix's skill is a cooperative skill. Do not want that. Siege attack +1 or use a wound sideways for +2. I kind of feel like I'm not taking a lot of wounds. It just doesn't feel like it's going to be that kind of game, so I will take the extra siege attack. That could work well with the shock troops. Just kind of little ticky-tack damage here. That would be move 5. Wow. Oh, man. Yeah, what a so weird Eurythia game. All right, this comes out. Oh, Goldix is flight. And then we have what card do I want? Pathfinding is move 2. I already have a move card. Ice block 3. Ice block 3. Reduce the armor of enemy blocked this way by 3. Armor cannot be reduced by below 1. But then I'd be adding another green card and another green crystal. Yeah. But I mean, I guess ambush is nice because it is like a big block and attack card, as we've seen. I really don't want to get that to another green card. Oh, sorry, it's a blue crystal. My bad. My glasses are crazy. Fine, I'm gonna take the ice shield. I could go either way. Lots of interesting decisions. All right, this goes out. Hey, crushing bolt. Siege attack 3. That is that. Might be able to burn down that monastery this turn. I don't know. Feeling frisky. We are going to draw to my hand limit. That's all 6 of those. Goldix's turn. 1, 2. I have 2 turns left. This turn, I'm just going to try to get to the monastery. All right, move 4 with this. Do I want this green? Not really. With this green. I feel like that orc's a trap. Speaking of traps, because I could use a shock troops, reduce that attack, and just obliterate him. But I'm about to draw 3 more cards. Yeah, I'm good. So move 4, move 6. I'm gonna assign the Banner of Fortitude, even though it doesn't do much. But effectively, this would mean he can absorb a physical attack up to a 4 without getting wounded. Which could be nice. All right. Move 4, move 6. I'm moving 4, and then I'm going to explore. Oh, that's not a tile I'm ever planning to go on. It's another monastery, though. Hey, burned down 2 monasteries. Who needs reputation? No, I guess I am going to go there because I don't want to go back there. Never go backwards. All right, we have the skirmishers. another advanced action because the monastery is now training, so those are 2 cards. Magic Talent I actually do like. Discard a card of any color. Gain a spell card of that color. Oh, that's interesting. If I take Magic Talent, cost me 6. Man, I'm burning my crystals. Then I have to get a blue. I have to pay 2 crystals to just add a spell to my discard pile. I would not mind offering, although I've been very light on spells. If I didn't explore that really hasn't changed. I really didn't consider taking Magic Talent. So if I really thought about that, if I just did 2/4, use the red, or let me do it this way. I'm going to use the 4. I'm going to get red. I'm going to get lots of red as the game goes on. I have no red cards in my hand right now. So then I'm going to do 5, 6. I'm not going to assign this just yet because it's not doing much for me. And I might need that for a +1 to burn down that monastery. And that's I guess it's a healing effect, so I could do it after combat. I could assign that, which is fine. Or banner effect, I guess, is a special effect. I don't think there's any rule that I wouldn't be able to assign that after. So I assume that's like a special effect. Madi can correct me if I'm wrong. So I am going to spend the 6 actually and get Magic Talent. And that's a special effect. So if I actually have the crystals, I can potentially just do that next turn. Especially since that banner was just not great. Oh, I'm going to have 6 cards in my hand anyway. Never mind. I'm going to do... Oh, I'm going to have 5 cards in my hand. Woof. And one of those Magic's Talent. Yeah, I'm going to assign this. Get that out of my hand. As soon as my discard pile was empty, actually, I should have done this. Because a long night. Or as soon as my D deck was empty, was what I should have been saying. My discard pile was very full. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Long Night's done, and then Magic Talent's going on top. So there's still technically 2 monasteries that are open, and I bought Magic Talent. Alright. I did training, people. Training. It's a thing. So I guess the one thing that revealing that second monastery, so I haven't explored that yet. I'm just going to leave it there for simplicity. But I guess the revealing that reminded me, oh, there's an offer. Maybe I should consider that. But, you know, it is what it is. I know technically Mage Knight, as soon as you do something, you shouldn't undo it. But I'm a cheater. Oh, we have Ambush. We have Tranquility. That can get me the last card here because it's probably more helpful than... Oh, even the heal effect could be good, though. Move. Ambush can also just add a bunch of stuff. That can add 7 to that ice block. There are no white crystals. I don't have a blue, so none of that's gonna matter. I can't... Yeah, Magic Talents is going to do absolutely nothing for me this turn. Because I can get space bending, which doesn't do anything. Yeah, it's not going to do anything. All right, Goldust is declaring end of round. I'm sieging the monastery. So we're losing 1, 2, 3. Oh, and actually, I used the stronger effective threaten, so I should have lost another one there. Burning down a monastery. It's what we do. Do I play that? Healing effects have to be done before I reveal this, so I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna play this to draw my last card, see what it is. Oh, it's Promise. Woof. Yeah, these are not great cards. I will, since I can't use the red for anything, I'm gonna play Ambushed. It gets me +4 to my first attack card, +2 to my first attack card, or +4 to my first block card. All right, so that could be useful. What do we get? It is the Savage Monks. So my first attack card is going to be Swiftness, and I'm going to get +2 because of Ambush. That's a range attack 5, which murders the Savage Monk. Yeah, I can't. I just can't do anything. Yeah, I mean, if I had enough mana, so usually I could discard a blue and then spend a blue to use that effect. But you have to, it's like as if it's in your hand. I would prefer to have added it to my discard pile, but this will get me anywhere between 1 to 3 more spells in my deck by the final round. So that makes me happy. Actually, wait, this is round 2, so 3, 4, yeah, 3, 4, and 5. I should be able to add a spell to my deck. I just gotta do a much better job managing my crystals. So anyway, this guy's super dead. I get 4 fame. 1 away from another level up. This goes away. We get an artifact. Hopefully it's something better than the ones I've gotten. The Circlet of Proficiency. That might not be crazy, but I am super short on mana. But Circlet getting one of my wound management skills, or even getting flight, but I did so much movement this round, I'm not as worried about flight. Remember this again, this is not exposed yet. I'm just gonna flip this over so people don't get confused. I'm so light on gems, dude. I've got to start getting gems. I've got to, especially if I'm trying to use magic talent. A circlet's really good. I just, yeah. Yeah, I'm just good. I'm good. It's tough. I feel like I'm making bad choices. Bad life decisions. But this is why I play 816 instead of 1122. All right, we're done. Because he already declared end of round. This is going to reset. We're going to get my illusionist back. We're going to get this over. We're going to flip this over. We're going to roll. It's a red, blue, blue. We're going to get new units. 1, 2, 3. Man, it's such a good card. I'm annoyed on your behalf that it's in a monastery. It's probably far for you to get it this round. Maybe you have enough to get time to get to the monastery to get magic talent. Oh, I wasn't even seeing this. Man, it's such a good card. The monastery is probably far for you to get it this round. Maybe you have enough time to get to the monastery to get magic talent. Cool. Yeah, I don't know when you wrote that. It's probably a long time ago. I got magic talent, Marty. It's great. All right. Sometimes I do good things. It took me a long time to see it, man. I haven't played Magic Talent in so long. I just feel like this game definitely goes through cycles. Like shuffling, just it's random for a reason, and sometimes there's cards that you can go, you know, dozens of gameplays and like, oh yeah, I forgot that card. I used to play that card all the time. So yeah, we got Magic Talent. So rock on. I, in all fairness, would have forgotten it was there, except when I explored that, it's like, oh wait a second, there's a monastery. So again, send complaints about me undoing this to Solo Playthroughs Philadelphia. I promise it will get to me. I will read it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Management will give me a stern talking to. Oh, wait. Mountain Lore is going to be over here in the unit offer. I think I'm going X, which is a problem. And then I'm going to have to kill some orcs to get out of X. Mountain Lore is over here. There's one monastery left. And then this comes over here. It is Ritual Attack. All right. Round 3. I'll take planning. Oh, never mind. Goldix took care of that problem. Man, it is really hot in my basement right now. I'm not gonna lie. Might take Mana Steel. Whoo. If I murder somebody, then get the magic familiars. The Red Cape Monks are also really good. Let me think about this. So I kill 2 orcs, I siege a monastery, and then I use the stronger effect of threaten. So that is correct. I'm going to draw my starting hand, which is only 5. Soon to be 6. Oh. It's a lot of good stuff. I will take mana. Mana. Mana Steel. Rolling a die. See what he does. It's a 6. Perfect. Right moment is out, and I'm first. Don't hate that. I'm going to take this red. So, my turn. I'm going to move 4, which 2 to explore. Act surprised. It's a monastery! I told you, act surprised. God, I hate Ice Block. I hate Ice Block. Move 4. Move 6. So 2 to explore. 3 gets me there. That should have a shield. Then I will take on the skirmishers. I'm going to assign 1 point of a damage to the illusionist. They're just going to absorb that. I will then gotta do ranged. I just want to do ranged. Right. Then I will do ice block to block the other. If I use the blue, it's reduced. Ah, man. No. Then I will take 1 wound. I mean, I feel like I should just use the shock troops. Reduce the armor in 1 attack. By 1. Save ice block. That's the range attack is too good. And what did the first attack card I play? Or 1,000,000,000 to the first block card I play. Yeah, I guess if I burn battle versatility, I still have plenty of ranged attack. And I have that. If I take the wound, it would be 2 points of influence to heal. If I'm planning to recruit the Red Cape Monks, which indeed I am. It's one of the reasons I burn these guys. I'm attacking the monastery. I don't know how useful these guys are going to be anyway. I can't assign both of the skirmishers' attacks to the illusionist. I can only assign 1 source of damage to them, which they absorbed. So the idea of them getting wounded just isn't a thing that's happening. All right, we're gonna use. It's fine. I'm gonna take the wound. I'll just heal it. I'm gonna have another card anyway, and I still have Tranquility in my deck. So now it's gonna be. I need 4 to attack it. I'm gonna play Battle Versatility for attack 2 becomes attack 3 because of ambush, and then I'm going to use this. That's attack 4. So he's dead. I get a reputation back. Hello, and then 2 fame. I did that mostly because I wanted that fame. Plus, but the reputation does help too, and that gives me another thing. I'm tempted to get the magic familiars, but I'm so light on mana and everything. I have magic talents so mana intensive that I'm hesitant. But I think the Red Cape Monks are pretty freaking awesome. Again, more elemental attack is great. Now I'm leaning hard at the fire, so hopefully I get a lot of ice resistance and that fire resistance later. But we shall see. All right. So that's out. I draw to my hand limit, which is now 6. Yeah, I could do the healing effect after. I just didn't have a white mana. So yeah, I rolled a white, which is nice. So we got crystallize, hello, improvisation, and stamina. Should be a good set of 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3. It's white. No white crystals in Gold Lix's inventory. My turn. I'm going to do this to get a red crystal and a red mana. I'm going to use this white to get influence 4. I'm going to use the illusionist to get influence 4. That's influence 8. I have a -1 modifier, so 8's exactly what I need for the Red Cape Monks. I'm going to use crystallize with this red mana to get a red. And I do have to heal this turn because wolf. You know, at the beginning of my turn, I would have moved or just spent the move 2 to explore the last countryside tile. There's a village. Mage Tower Garrison Bag. That's face down. Get another orc. Killing all the orcs. This is another ironclad. Man, it should be 2 more influence. That's crazy. I'll be dropping Ice Shield and Improvisation to just get rid of this 1 wound. And that makes me not happy. Could have just wounded the shock troops. I feel good about the cards in my hand to murder most anything. So I'm just going to hold on to the wound. I have so much friggin' red now. That's a black. Alright. So 1 wound, Ice Shield, and Improvisation drawn to my hand limit, which is 6. So Threaten. There's another influence card that would have been helpful. I could take Mountain Lore. It's not crazy. I do not have a white, which is unfortunate. But Ice Block. Yeah, these are not great cards to take on a random mid tower enemy. And that source isn't great. But I could do Ice Block, reduce. Think we'll be fine. I can get a bundle of attack if I need it. I just don't have the... I just wish I had the white for the range attack 3 here. But Goldix's turn. It's a red, it's a blue, it's a white. So he's going super slow. My turn. We are going to siege the monastery. We're just doing it. So there's no monasteries left on the board. We get another Mage Tower garrison. Oh. Okay. Well, interesting. This will work actually. So it is the Ice Golem. So they are attacking me with a 2 ice attack. So I need 4 physical or ice block to block him, or 2 fire block. I'm gonna power this. I have ice block 3. They're immune to the armor reduction, which is super interesting. So I need 1 more point of block. I'm gonna use Threaten Sideways. Now I need physical attack 8 or fire attack 4 or any combination thereof. So this is fire attack 1. So I need physical attack 6. I'm going to use this red for Mana Steel, which is great. So that's attack 5. That's attack 6. So that's physical attack 6 plus fire attack 1. That's enough to murder him. Again, his armor was not reduced because he had he's immune to the non-attack, non-block effects. So the ice shield reduction did nothing to him, but doesn't matter. I still have this wound left in my hand. We get 5 fame. We're going to get our reward. It's our 3rd artifact. These 2 go away. Mana Steel did its job. It's a white and a green. We're going to put this here. Mountain Lord can go away. I mean, if another monastery comes out, I'll remember it was there, but there's no point in cluttering things up. Oh, there they are. Druidic Staff or Golden Grail. Druidic Staff for sure. I don't think there's going to be a very heavy wound game, despite playing with Arethia. We're going to draw to my hand limit. Still did not see Tranquility. It's there. That's great. And we're good. Definitely want to load up on some crystals the rest of this turn. Reveal this first quartile, get some elite units. Um, I mean, I don't know if it makes sense to go after that monastery. Getting some reputation back could be helpful, although I might just siege this fortified site. I could fully reduce his attack, just murder his awesomeness. So yeah, that ironclad is probably a trap. Seems to be the word of the day. So quartile here. Yeah, we'll see how I want to do the rest of this. So gold Luxustarian, it's a green, it's a blue white, it's a green. So we get 2 off, 1 and 2. Red, right. My turn. I'm playing Endless Gem Pouch, rolling a die. It's a white, I get a white crystal. It's a gold, I get to choose the color of my crystal. I will take a blue, because Magic Talent's going to need a blue if I want to do with that what I want to do. That's used. That die can come away. Druidic Staff, discard a card. If I discard a blue, I get 2 crystals of any one color. So I'm going to do that to get 2 greens. Just 4 crystals with 2 cards is nice. If I knew that, I should have done that first, obviously. So let me take the green from the Magic Talent. The percentage is different, and I'll take the 2 blues because the blues are going to be more important with Magic Talent, and I have a green in the source. I'm going to play March for move 4. And might as well use these units. We have the Wolf Rider. I'm going to reduce his attack by 3. This will reveal. I'm not planning to go there because I just have other ways of getting spells. I really want to be able to put a big hit on this city in the next round. So my most important thing right now is to find this city. So I'm reducing his attack by 3. And again, when I move here, I'm going to trigger an attack from him anyway, so I might as well just take care of him now. So reduce his attack by 3, so now it would take 6 block to block him because the Wolf Riders have swiftness, but now he's blocked, so I reduce it to 0, so that's considered a full block. And then the Red Cape Monks are going to be attack 3. This is attack 4. This is dead. That's another reputation back, plus 3 fame, gets me to 33. Could pillage the village. I probably won't at this point. I'm going to need to upgrade one of these units at some point. I don't want my reputation to be at X if I can help it. But burning 2 monasteries and still somehow being there isn't terrible, because it was like, what? Mage Tower, keep, burning 2 monasteries. So that was -8, and then swiftness 1, so that was -9, and then I was +4. So because I killed 4 orcs, so yeah, so I'm a net -5, which puts me right there. All right, so that was a good turn. The artifacts are essentially just keeping me flush with crystals, which will be important with Magic Talent for sure. These go away. I draw to my hand limit, which is still 6, not pillaging. Hey, this 1 wound has been hanging around for entirely too long. There's expose. Yeah, we're just gonna have to move. Move. Yeah, that's fine. So 1, 2, 3. It's red. 1 more red. I essentially have 3 more turns this round. Or 1 more card, so as I pull the red. I'm gonna play Tranquility. We're gonna heal. So my first wound of the game is done. Oh, you know what's crazy? I don't even need to use the shock troops because it was before it would have 3 points of physical attack. I could have used the banner of fortitude and prevented the wound that way. Even though they're used, I could have just exhausted it, and that just gives me a little bit more flexibility. So I prefer that. Um, yeah, if you have a crappy banner, might as well use it. We're going to spend 2 points of movement to explore. It's our first quartile. Is it a city? It is. Oh, and it's the perfect city. That is the city of dreams. I mean, look, I mean, the White City has its problems because it's going to make the math a little tougher, but that keep right there is perfect. So if we can murder that keep. By the way, we have a swamp dragon there. That'll be +2 to our card draw. And then we get the spawning grounds right there. Yeah, that's a nice. That sets us up pretty well to just take this guy out next round. This keep is face up. It is that guy. He's nothing. And the shock troops there will be super helpful with him. I feel like I'm going to be at X anyway, so I probably I would have enough cards to pillage, so it's not even going to be a thing. I'm going to play Magic Talent. I'm going to use the blue and the red. So when you play this, pay a mana of any color, gain a spell that color from the spell offer, put in your discard pile. So I'm going to take Offering because I love it. This comes down, and we will plan on moving in and attacking that guy next round, assuming I have enough movement. Uh-oh. Where'd all my movement go? What happened to my movement? My ambush was early, stamina, march. Wow, I used all my movement cards. And my swiftness. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to move in this turn. Oh, that's crazy. Three. Well, that's unfortunate. That's fine. We'll make it work. These come out. These were used. Got exposed is just chilling there. Yeah, I'm not going to have them move for. Draw to my hand limit, which is 6. I only have 4 cards. I have an unused shock troops. Yikes. 1, 2, 3. He's declaring end around next turn. I can't do anything. Just move 4 to get in, so it'd be all 4 of my cards to get in. So I can reduce his attack to 0. But that's about all I can do. So we're just gonna have to call it, unfortunately. Get these guys back. So I think we'll be fine. Yeah, we take our first turn, wipe that dude out, and then really just try to get back, get into that city and get it done. So we'll make our reputation X for now, but you know, maybe we'll kill the lava dragon, get +2 back. We should be able to overcome that when we want to get better units. Don't have the greatest attack cards in my hand, but I think I'll have enough. At some point, we'll have to ditch these illusionists for someone better. And in case that happens this round, no, I'll leave it there. I was thinking about, do I want to remove the banner of fortitude? Let's get the White City set up while we're here. Bam, level 8. It is going to be a keep garrison, and 3 whites. I will not look at them until we are adjacent. When the bright city lights reveal who is there. Remember last time I played a city, we ended up getting 3 3 of the almost have freezers, so that was fun. This is going here. We're adding a green crystal. This comes down. Oh, call to arms came out. I missed that. Oh god, disease is so good. Disease is really good. We are going to get our units. We have a quartile on the board, so we have 1. It's the Amhotep freezer. Speaking of the freezers, they're like, "Hi, you rang?" This and the fire golems. Both of them are interesting. We're gonna roll the dice. It is a gold, a black, and a blue. It is not 50% basic, however, so we are gonna have to put the blue in there, re-roll these 2. It's a gold and a blue, so at least the gold stayed, because that's exactly what I was hoping for. I'm like, I really want gold. Amazing. Hopefully we get mana pull pretty soon. Drawing to my hand limit, which is 6. Ugh, ambush is just always there for me. Probably use that magic talent early too. Or, oh god, I wish I had a black. Oh, I can get a black from there. Ah. Huh. That could be really strong. Yeah, I should have shuffled the Banner of Fortitude in. Oh, I could do it this way. Oh, that's really sick. That's interesting. All right, nighttime. I'm gonna take from the dusk and hopefully roll a 4 for Goldix. I took 1, 5. He takes preparation. It's fine. I wanted to go first. I just wanted to go first, people. Move 4. Oh, I'm gonna pillage the village for sure, because it doesn't. There's no point not to. Um, Trying to set things up for next turn too. Da, 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 da. All right, we're moving 4. I'm in. Ah, man, this is gross. I have no attack cards, which is kind of my problem right now. I'm moving forward. We're going to use concentration to get a blue to power Ice Shield. So I'm blocking him. And now I just need 4 attack because he doesn't have ice resistance. So I am going to reduce his armor. And then it's going to be these 3 cards sideways. I'm holding on to Magic Talent and Swiftness for a very specific reason. Because I'm going to do some stuff with that. So I know these are strong cards, but just this makes the most sense for me. I lose a reputation because I'm seizing a fortified site. I'm going to get this here. I should put the city actually on the board. These get revealed. We have another Amothep Swordsman. There's the freezers. Alright. All the resistances, fire resistance. We can work with this. Alright. That's done. I'm going to re-roll this. Oh, I get fame, 3 fame. This is a level up, so 33 to 36. Bam. I get another shield on there, which is great. So +2 to my card draw. I'm gonna, all my cards were used. This is out. I'm re-rolling the blue. It's now a white. It was a white. I wish it was black. That's fine. White's fine. These come out. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I specifically kept these 2 cards aside. So those are not. These 6 were used. Because I used 3 cards sideways. So I blocked 3 cards sideways for 3 attack. And then that skill for my 4th attack. And I only needed 4 attack because the Ice Shield reduced his armor by 3. Alright. I'm going to look at my skills. Come on, Arethea. Ooh, motivation for the win. Gold Elixir skill, it's heal 2. I will take. Is a siege attack 3 going to be useful? Everything is double fortified, although I do have mass expose. And since I have mass expose, I don't want ritual attack. I never shuffled his deck. God, it's a lot of armor. That's a lot of armor on those enemies. Whoo! All right. I will take Swift Bolt. I'm adding more greens to him, which is not good. Nah, it's gonna make the last round really bad. I'm gonna take Crushing Bolt. This comes out. I'm gonna draw to my hand limit, which is now 8. All right. Goldish's turn. Oh wow, that top thing is off the board. We'll fix that before the next round. We don't need to see that right now. This guy I'm never killing, so I'm just gonna get rid of him. Goldish's turn is a white. It's a blue. It's a red. 1 more card. Goldix has 15 cards left. My turn. I'm going to use the Illusionist to get a white crystal. I'm going to use Magic Talent. I'm going to discard a white card. And then that gets me to use a spell of the same color in the spell offer as if it were in my hand. I'm going to use this skill to get me a red crystal and a black mana. And then I'm going to use this black and this white to do Call to Arms. I probably want the freezers. Although that resistance is nice. Nah, we'll just go fire. I mean, these guys are just brutal. His resistance is super good. Range fire attack 4. I'm about the freezers though are also really good. I just feel like I'm gonna have more. Just doesn't have the ice resistance. That's bad. We have the shock troops. That's fine. I am gonna take the fire golems. It just seems more thematic. So they come in ready. Now the banner unfortunately just gets discarded. So I never used it. I should have put it back on my deck like I was considering, but you know, it is what it is. I didn't really fully appreciate Call to Arms, but then having magic talent, and like I kind of like using magic talent this way. Then, and I can use it as if in my hand, so I can only use that effect at a night round. I just clogging my deck with Call to Arms doesn't really make sense right now, but getting another strong unit makes sense. So the illusionists go away. And now I'm going to do the endless gem pouch. This is going to get re-rolled end of the turn. That gives me a green crystal and a white crystal. So I'm at X. Now remember, this isn't recruitment. This is an interaction, so I could still do this even though I was at X. So that's a really, really strong card for me. And it was really nice to get another strong unit going ahead into this battle for sure. So right now I have Exposed, I have Offering, I have no black mana. But I think that's okay. We'll see what I roll, and I'm going to be pulling a lot of cards, so hopefully I'll get mana draw, and I have tons of whites that could get 2 black, and I could do some crazy things with this combination of cards. Remember, all these dudes have +1 armor, so that's 8, 8, 8, 7. So you're talking 31 attack, which is necessary. He's got resistances, so really it's going to be 39 at minimum unless I use Exposed to make him lose all resistances, which is an interesting thing, which actually I'll probably do. So that comes out, it's a blue. I'm going to draw to my hand limit, which is 8. Druidic Staff, Swiftness, and Tranquility. I'm not healing. I mean, I could use this later to after the attack for heal 3. It's not the craziest idea. Gives me a red mana. If I kill him, he's just so not scary. I can reduce the shock troops to reduce him, so that's not a problem. Any movement, if I take some wounds, then I could just use Druidic Staff to heal it all. I didn't get mana pull, which probably will want. Seven cards. So motivation gives me a 2 in 7 chance of getting mana pull. Still think I have battle versatility too. Eh. Going for without a black's not crazy. The question is, do I try to hold on to those 2 cards for heal purposes? But again, I should be able to shrug off a lot of this. All right, Goldus' second turn. Siege attack 3. 1, 2, 3. It's blue. 2 blue crystals. 1, 2. My turn. I'm going to attack next turn. So I'm going to play Offering. I have no reds. That's fine. Two group crystals. Yeah, let me just load up on crystals. So I'm going to play the red from my inventory to get a red crystal back, and discard Tranquility to get a green crystal as well. And then I'm using Druidic Staff and to discard Determination to get 2 blue crystals. So I'm going to have almost a full complement of crystals going into this first attack. And here we go. This goes away. These come out. And then I'm going to pretty much all the cards in my deck going into this battle. So I draw up to 8. There's battle versatility, and I did not get mana pull. So I have a 66% chance of pulling mana pull. I could have just dropped March. Make sure I get it. Yeah, I would have. I knew I had. Well, let me make sure I knew that. Yeah, I knew I had 2 more movement cards in my deck. I did use Ambush already, which is woofy. Yeah, so I would have dropped March, and we're gonna do 1 attack and just try to wipe this whole thing out in 1 swoop. That way, if I have any wounds, it's fine. They'll just get shuffled in, and I'll be able to heal them next turn. So 1 more card. Still not mana pull. Awesome. Goldux's turn. 1, 2, and 3. It's a red. My turn. I'm using Motivation. I have Release Fame. It's a solo game. There's mana pull, and there's my other card. It says Release Fame. I get 1 red mana. Looking at the things. Hunter Dater, what's up, sir? Mage Knight, what city levels? 816. Brian says, good luck, Greg. I have to go to work. Andrew Clark, movement triggered the other orc, doesn't it? And movement, never mind. I see. I would have to go back to see what you're talking about. Mike Owens dropping by to say hi while I set up a game of Andromeda's Edge for some play on my end this morning. Good luck. Thank you, Mike. Good to hear from you, sir. All right. This is a black. Cool. So we're going in. Moving 2. We're going to lose a... well, I do have a bunch of crystals here, so... and we could reduce him. And that's fine. Green. I have no use for. I have tons of blues. So we're going to use the March to move in for move 2. We can set up wounds just to kind of visualize what's going on here. So this is 3 wounds, 2 wounds, 1 wound, and 1 wound, but the bigger problem is paralyzed. I'm going to definitely use shock troops to just reduce this to nothing. I can assign this to the golems, so they're not a problem at all. We have other problems. All right, I'm going to play Expose, power it with a white, This enemy loses all fortifications and resistances, and it's range attack 2. Can I get range attack 6 more? Yeah, the math is just awkward. Siege attack 5. Siege attack 6. Ah, man, that +1 armor is just killing me every time. Every time. Where's concentration go? What did I use that? What did I burn that on? I remember the early part of this was pretty bad. That's fine. Siege attack. I need 6 more for him. I need 7 more. I do have this. Ooh, okay. So we have a white here and a green. And that's enough to just wipe him out. All right, because it's 3 + 3 + 2. Again, all fortifications resistance is gone. He's just dead. And then I have... I mean, I might undo this, but if I want to get no wounds, because who am I? I could do essentially move 9 to because of cumbersome and make him do no wounds to me. So we'll revisit that, right? So that's all wounds are gone and done. Now let's figure out this attack, right? So he's fire resistant, so just figuring out how I'm just wiping him out of here will be important. What a bad... Great. We're going to power this with a white and turn these 2 things to red, because I'm just going to need so much red. Each of those is going to produce a red. So we can do fire attack 4, fire attack 4. That's 8. That would kill him. He has +1 armor. We have physical attack 4, physical attack 4. That would kill him. So we are going to have to rethink him. 5, 6. If I don't block him at all, so if I don't block his 3 wounds, because it's cumbersome, whatever, I just don't block it. We can have attack 5. This blue would stay because I needed all the blues. So attack 6, attack 7, and he's dead. So I wiped out the whole city, took 3 wounds. That dragon is not provoked, but I don't think I'm doing really any better. It used every bit of attack in my hand, every card in my hand, every one of my units. There might be a way to get less wounds, but I don't think it's something worth figuring out. So 3 wounds is fine. I assign damage to him. Do I want to wound any of these guys? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. So 8 points of attack kills him. Making sure the math is all right. 8 points of attack killed him. Thanks to expose. 8 points of attack killed him. Thanks to those 2 units. Use the shock troops to again reduce the attack of the freezers. Don't have to worry about paralyze. And we are good. So everyone's dead. So that's 15, 18, 25 fame. That gets me from 38 to 40. Well, I'm sorry, 36 to 41 plus 20 gets us to 61. So only 1 level up. Close to 2. It's going to be another thing. Although we are at X, so might want to waste a turn to kill that dragon, but we'll see. We'll see. 4 guys are dead, so there's 4 shields. I'm just going to put a die with a 4 up and a shield on it, just to visualize that. Remember, White City is nice too because you can recruit from everywhere. The one problem I have though is that I don't know where this other city is, and I still have to explore potentially up to 3 more times. So these 3 wounds stay in my hand. All these crystals and mana, all this was used. Went through all my black mana, which is crazy. Neither of these get re-rolled. This comes out. Yeah, having mana pull earlier would have been nice because I could have just manipulated the source a little bit more, but that's fine. And all of that is done. Goldix, 1, 2, 3. He has a green, pulls off 3 more. He'll declare end around next turn, but round is over because only cards I have in my hand are wounds. The other thing that's interesting with Magic Talent, I mean, I could do, well, Called Arms will not be there by the 6th round, so I cannot count on that to be there. So never mind what I was just going to say. So this is the coast. So I'm going to get rid of these 5 tiles down here. Just remembering that there is an ocean lapping up on the shores where this lava dragon is. So I have to explore. I have to explore here next, and then I could put a tile here, but I can't put anything to the right, which is fine. Let's put these in my deck. These go away. Drawing it to my hand limit, which is, I'm sorry, resetting the unit offer. Getting way ahead of myself. Hey, fire golems. And ice golems. That'd be nice. Whew, Loyal Apple says, Mage Knight streams are back. So cool. Yeah, they're back for now. My life's in a very weird place, but more for that on another day, hopefully. But yeah. All is good. I don't want anybody to be worried. All objectively, everything is great. Oh, this gets shuffled in. One of the bonuses of killing that dragon too, not only would it give me -3, it would also give me a level up. So I get another skill and another advanced action. And I don't hate either of those. This red gets added. A blue gets added. Are no more advanced actions to be put in the unit offer because all the monasteries happen to have unexpected closures. All right, shuffling this. Now I get either my keep bonus or my city bonus. So I'll take a bonus of 2. I'll let you decide which one I used. I'm going to put that there. I'll just do this. All right, this is here. I'm going to take a quick break. Be right back. And we're back. See? Told you. I promised.
I'll always come back. I'll never leave you.
Alright. Let's draw to my hand limit. Wait, we gotta do the source. Oh, there's a bunch of there's a bunch of spells. Oh, tranquility and a wound. Oh, 2 wounds. This is good so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rolling. Boop. Gold, a blue, and a red. Have to pick our thing. Early bird for sure. And my turn. So I'm going to play the gold. Get rid of these two. So that was nice. I'm going to use this skill to get a red and a red. It gives me another thing, and then I'm going to discard this red to get another one. So I ended up getting 3. So I got the skill gave me a red crystal and a red mana. I used the red mana to power offering, gives me another red crystal, and I discarded a threaten to get a third red crystal. That's the only things I want to discard. I do think I'm going to take out that lava dragon. And do I not want to get rid of threaten then? Let me not get rid of threaten. Because I'm gonna need some influence cards to recruit. And I'll be at +1 because I'll be I'll be at -3 and +4. So it shouldn't be that hard to get something. All right, that's done. So this gets rolled. It becomes another gold. Gets good. These go away. So offering. Give me a couple crystals. That has been awesome. I'm really excited about the sacrifice in round 6. It's really good. Battle versatility is really strong. Mana pull is really good. Another movement. I'll try to put these together. So 2 movement cards, an influence card with some saving, expose, crushing bolt, and then a wound. We got rid of 2 out of 3. Let's see if I get rid of this last one. Goldux's turn. It's a red, a white, and a white. No white crystals. So he's got 17 cards left. My turn. 5. Yeah, I'm gonna take on the Swamp Dragon. He's got 9 armor. I'm gonna use the gold for attack 3. I don't have any whites. Yeah, it's fine. I'll hold on to expose for now. Battle versatility is I'm gonna use mana pull to use 2 dice. So I'm gonna use this. And then I'm going to use this die to power the fire golems. So that is now ranged siege attack. I mean, I get siege attack 10. I can get 11 actually, so it's a little inefficient, but what I could do actually, if we want to be more efficient, in case I roll a black, mana pools could be really good there. I'll do this. So that's going to be 3 plus 2 plus 3 is range and siege attack 8, and then this would be 9. And then I holds on to the fire golems and holds on to mana pull. So he's dead. I got +2 reputation, +7 fame, gets me to 61 to 68. This is gonna roll, It's blue. These come out. This wound stays in my hand. I'm going to get another card. +2 influence is interesting. I do not hate this. Wound management, another way to get a black mana, could be really important. Although the influence is tempting. We're good. I'm gonna take. I know people love maximal effect. I personally don't. I think Swift Bolt makes a lot more sense with the exposed strategy. I mean, maximal effect. I mean, look, there are definitely games where it's been like really, really nice. Oh yeah, speaking of really, really nice. So Swift Bolt comes here technically. Now I draw to my hand limit, which is still 8. My armor is now 4, which is nice. So Swift Bolt, Endless Gem Pouch, and Ambush. The movement's good. The influence, not so much. So I could get influence. This will give me 6. All right, cool. Goldix's turn. It's a white. It's a green. It's a white. So he's got 14 cards left. My turn. I am going to do motivation to hopefully draw another influence card. And I get a red mana. So 1, 2, Banner of Fortitude. That didn't work. I guess I'm just going to keep this off, and then I'll just have it to heal everyone next turn. It's fine. So Endless Gem Pouch. I'm going to roll a die twice. It's a green. That's good. Just not blue, please. It's a black. I get a Fame instead. So Endless Gem Pouch is used. I'm going to use this red on Threaten, so that's Influence 5. Remember, I have -3 there, +1 there, so it's Influence 6, and then I'm going to use Endless Fortitude, or Banner of Fortitude sideways for 7, and I want to keep all of my movement and ranged attack cards, so we're going to be, and I'll keep Mana Pull, because it might come in handy, so that's Influence 8, and I will get myself the Ice Golems. Because they're nice, bookended by golems. We got some red cape monks, some columns, and some shock troops. That's right. All right, that is done. I'm also going to discard this with this, and I would have used that mana to power threatens. You have to use the mana. So essentially, the mana I got from motivation, because I was trying to dig out another influence card, just wasn't used, but I used that mana for threaten. You have to use the mana in order to use that skill. So I did, kind of. All right, and drawing to my hand limit, which is still 8. So there's Determination. There's Magic Talent, which I don't hate. Oh man, I might take Disease because such a good card. And that. All right, Goldix's turn. 1, 2, and 3. It's red. 1 more card. So he's only gone through 10 of his 20. My turn. Magic Talent. I'm going to use a black from the source, use a green from my inventory, and that's going to give me Cure Disease. I'm getting that for Disease for next round because Disease is just amazing. There's Fireball. And then I have, I did use a stronger effect of Threaten, so that goes down. Obviously, not really caring much about that right now. Let's start moving, shall we? Mana Pull will let me use another die from the source. I'm going to use the other blue there to power Stamina. So we're going to go move 2. And then I have 2 more points of movement. We put out not a city. We'll get a couple of orcs. Well, one directly in my face, one nearby. This is face down. Yeah, our approach to this city is not going to be ideal, but I have all of these units, so I'm going to be able to take out whatever I need to take out here. I'm going to use this stamina to explore again. It is the city. It is the red city. This tile, well, I guess it stays there. I'm never going to use it though. The other city is going to be the blue city. So we have the red blue city, red and blue. 1 and 2. So we're gonna have to take out these 2 things and then it kind of approach from there. I mean, I could stay close to the city for a while because that would give me the +2 bonus. We're gonna have our first ruins of the day.
Like, what are they? I forgot about those.
Blue city is here. It is an opportunity to get a unit. See, who needs reputation? Monty says you can use golems and structures to get range 6 and get a green crystal from the crushing ball. Never mind, you decided not to use units at all. That makes sense too, given the spawning ground. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so we have a high dragon and then a fire dragon. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to spawn a ground. At this point, I just want to clear the way for the city. I think my deck actually has, between these units on my deck, I feel pretty good about a level 16 city. I don't know if I'd feel great about a 22. But woof. So ambush. I think we just take out at least one of these. Maybe I could probably just take them both out next turn. He's going so slow, it's kind of nice. High dragon would be 9 range attack. If I play that, it's 5. Oh, he's resistant. I still have expose. Expose might prove helpful.
Expose might prove helpful.
Absorb. I'm gonna chill here. Let me re-roll these. Try to save as many crystals as possible. This is out, and this is out. All right, drawing to my hand limit, which is 8. Improvisation, concentration, ice shield, and swiftness. Goldix's turn. It's a red. It's a blue. It's a blue. 3 blues. So 1, 2, 3. So we should have 4 cards left in this deck. So unless it's a white, I have 2 more turns. 1, and it's not going to be a white. I don't think he is, because I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 whites in here. I don't think I added more than 1 additional. So we're kind of stuck with 2 more turns. So red, blue. We'll get this set up in between rounds. Actually, put these over here. Put this over here. This ice block is nice. Nope, looking at the raw dragon. Yeah. All right. Well, 5. I still didn't get exposed because, of course, I didn't. And I only have 2 more turns. So that's not going to work. But 5, 9, that will work. All right, I'm going to take on both of these suckers. We're going to do the green and this. I'm going to discard improvisation to get a... No, I'm going to discard promise to get a green. Oh man, I'm just burning through my crystals. What is going on? I'm discarding promise to get a white. Why am I wasting this? Okay, 1, 2. I need the white. 2. Could do it this way. I'll discard that to get a white. That's range attack 4. Concentration to get a white. That's range attack 3. Just trying to save all the crystals I can. So concentration got me a white. This got me a white because I discard a promise. So again, you discard any card. It just happens to be the same color. It doesn't have to be. Shock Truce gives me a range attack 1. I could have just played March too. Yeah, I'll play Ambush to start the round. So that gives me first attack card I played is +1. So that's 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've killed the High Dragon. I only needed 9 physical attack. If I had ambush, I could have exposed him and got rid of the the resistances, but I didn't. But he's still dead. So it's 4 +1 because of ambush, +3 +1. So that's 9 dead. Now we have this guy. I could just assign his points of damage to the golems, and then I just need 4 attack. just stupido. Yeesh. I mean, part of me is like, do I just go here? And like, I mean, I could have done that. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna get a good attack on these guys. I mean, I could use the crazy thing is I can go in, have all my wounded, then heal them all with that artifact, and whatever. So the question is, yeah, I might as well just use my units however I can. So I just need 4 attack. So what am I doing? So 1 and done. So that's 4 attack. He's dead. There's no point in killing him. Like I'm just not leveling up enough. This is a total of 12, so that gets me to 71, 81. Yeah, I'm already here. I mean, I could try to go in and get another unit, actually, but it's -5, so I'd be coming in at -1 because I'm still... Oh, wait, no, never mind. That's just 3, so... yeah, I guess I'll go get a 5th unit, because why not? Because why not, kids? Why not? They're both dead. These stay in my hand. This was used. This comes back. This is out. I just need crystals.
Where did all my crystals go?
Still think it made sense to kill. I don't think I would have had enough block. Because the High Dragon was doing I would need a 12 block to block him, and that's a wolf. Because I could have gotten a white crystal from Swift Bolt, and I'm kind of wondering if maybe I should have done that. Yeah, I don't know. I think the math on that gets really wild, so we're just gonna leave it. There might have been a way I could have min-maxed that, where I could have just used all my units and not done a ranged attack, and then I would have just had to block the High Dragon and to not take the wounds. But it's too much. It's more than I want to do right now. So I'm drawing 9. Oh, that's right. Great. I will be able to get a bunch of crystals back. Goldix is going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well, 3 and then a green, so 4. He's declaring end around next turn. I'm going to do move 2 to get back in here. All right. My modification is a +3 going in, is a 4 -1, so +3. I'm going to do improvisation and discard. So that's 3 influence, 4 influence, 5 influence. So 5 plus 3 is 8. I'm going to get another fire golems. And then we're going to do Druidic Staff, discard Ice Shield to get 2 white crystals. It's 2 crystals of any one color. And then we're going to play Crystallize and use the blue to get a green. So back to a bunch of crystals, and that makes me happy. And I'm ending my turn in this city. So I'm 6 movement to get there. Will not trigger any attacks. Will not provoke any attacks is the word I've been searching for in my head all day. So 6 move, reveal that, and we can enter the city, the red blue city from there, and not have to worry about that fire dragon. All right, rolling this. It's blue. We have a very nice set of units. These will be ready. We're gonna just get the unit offer ready now. It's gold. And so fire mages, augmented freezers, and sword guardsmen. I mean, I could maybe min-max my units, but honestly, none of these are really game changers. Like if I was like the Alta mages, I might consider it to make all my attacks siege, but I feel pretty good about where we're at. And especially because I can go in, wound all my units, heal them all, go back in. Like, there's some games I could play here. Rolling these 3 dice. It is 2 blacks and a white. I know I'm going to have to re-roll the blacks. One of them is undoubtedly going to become a yellow. No, just, oh yeah, gold and a white, of course. So awesome. I am so predictable. All right, that came out. This comes here. So my spell, I have disease. I have expose. I have cure and disease. I have disease, expose and mass expose, and I have offering and sacrifice. That's quite an array of cards. I have 2 different ways of getting a black mana. 3 different ways if you count mana pull. So 2 skills give me a black mana. This will give me a black mana if I have that wound in my hand. So, I mean, we might just do this all in 1 turn. The other thing too is I could use all my units, have them wounded, and if I need to go back in, if they're cured, then at least I have a place to put damage. But we'll see how many of these enemies are going to have assassin, so, or paralyze. Assassin's where you have to take the wound. Paralyze is where a unit might get disbanded if you assign that wound to a thing, and assassin plus paralyze is just a disaster. So this comes here. We're adding a white. Jonathan K headed up for lunch. Take care all, and good luck, Greg. Thank you, Mr. Kikoski. Have a great weekend. I'll be back. I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I'm probably, if I can learn Quick Torum between now and next week, I might just finally put a Hoplo on, because that is definitely the game that is occupying a lot of my mind space. I am also finally starting to read the rule book for Euthia, so that was something that got something I've been meaning to do for quite a while. So I'm also like really itching to get Primal back to the table, because I just kind of undid the campaign I was in the middle of months and months ago. But I know they just announced that they're going to come out with new content soon, so something I want to do. But all right, Call to Arms is out. This is out. This is out. And done. Down. Over. I still have to set the city up as soon as I get. Actually, I'll just set the city up now because we know it's 8 and 8. I won't expose them until I get adjacent. So we have a monster. 3 Mage Towers. So again, 8 red plus 8 blue is 16 red blue. Advanced math. 1, 2, and 3. And where's the city? We get 4 of these. 1, 2, 3. It's still crazy to me that there was absolutely a color variation between those two tokens. Like, this is why the Ultimate Edition drives me bananas. Like, there is no excuse for that if you're Wizkids. I don't care. Like, yes, this is a review copy sent to me. I should have said that early. It's just crazy to me that they were just so lazy in how they did it. And, I hope they are less lazy with the expansion. This is why I'm skeptical about the expansion, because it's WizKids. All right, that's done. Small things, but they drive me nuts. Because, I'm like that. Drawing to my hand limit, which is 7 plus 2. That's 9. So Tranquility, Mana Pull, Druidic Staff, Concentration, Crystal. This is not. These are not the cards I'm looking for. There's a card I'm looking for. Offering, Magic Talent. These can all go away. We're never going there. And we don't need this on the board anymore. We know my keep bonus is 2. It's never going to come into play. So just taking that off. Swiftness. And Determination. Marty, that's a lot of golems. Yeah. Some might say too many golems. Some might say. Man, I kind of just want to go in, man. I'm really tempted to just go in. Because I don't have a lot of movement, but if I just use Druidic Staff, go there, just go nuts with my units, see what happens. I can do Sacrifice, which I would be able to do a full complement of choose green or white and red and blue. So I can either get, I really wish I had Expose. God. But if I use green, I can get Siege Ice Attack 8. And actually, nah, I can get Siege Ice Attack 12. I can get Siege Ice Attack or Siege Fire Attack 12. Even without Expose. Expose would be so nice though. Well, yeah, and he rolled a 5, so preparation went out. So I have Sparing Power or Midnight Meditation. I'm going to take Midnight Meditation. Because there are a number of these cards I do not need. if I siege ice attack, discard a red, and then play a red blue. Right, I'm getting rid of this. This. I'll pull another move card, right? Sure. What could go wrong? This. Just use this now, and I'm trying to get expose. Or cure. So 1, 2, 3, or 5. They get shuffled in, and I draw that many cards. Concentration is not doing much for me either. I want you, and tranquility is definitely not doing much for me right now. So I'm shuffling these 5 cards in, and we're having a redo. All right, 1 cut. Let's go. There's expose. Hell yeah. Threaten. Kind of garbage. It's fine. March. Ice shield. Great. We're going to go in for better or worse. So I'm going to draw 2 with motivation. There's cure. Oh, heck yeah. And stamina. And then I'm going to take a red mana. I'm going to get rid of Druidic Staff. Oh, man, they can lose fortifications. So it's going to move me 2 revealed spaces, ending in a safe space. And get 2 crystals of any color. I'm going to get 2 white. My inventory is full, so the second white turns into a mana. It's fine. It's all good. Yeah, we're good. I like that. Now, we are next to the red white city. I'm just gonna, I know I'm gonna move in, so I might as well just spend one of the marches because I have a billion of them. So I'm choosing to move 2 to go in. I'm now in the red blue city. My garrison is, so that is the Alta Mages. They have they have physical resistance, and they have a cold fire attack of a 5 because blue city. The Defana Masters, they have fire resistance and ice resistance, and they have a cold fire attack of a 6. The Grim Legionnaires, they have brutal, a physical attack of an 11 with brutal. The Alta Mages, what am I talking about? There's Alta Mages, they have a physical attack of a 5 with brutal. The Sorcerers have a physical attack of a 6 with brutal and poison and assassin. This has assassin and paralyzed. This has brutal and poison. We have a Fire Mages have a fire attack of an 8. The Cursed Hags, or the Cursed Monks, have a brutal attack, physical attack of a 5 with brutal, and then the Minotaur has a physical attack of a 5 with brutal. So if we want to just kind of lay this out, this is going to be 2 wounds. The bigger problem here, that's only 2 wounds, but it has paralyze. This is only 2 wounds. No, it's brutal. My bad. So that's 10. So that's 3 wounds. This is 3 wounds. We're going to move the White City. Grim Legionnaire, that's 22. So that's 6 wounds. This is 3 wounds. Assassin and poison. So assassin, I mean, I could wound a bunch of stuff and probably clear it off with that artifact still in my deck somewhere. This has brutal, so that's 3 wounds. This is brutal, so that has 3 wounds. This dragon can go away. I'm never messing with him. So this is a lot of wounds. I'm going to, nothing's double fortified. There's only a couple things of physical resistance, but I can get a bunch of range attack. So that's what we're gonna do. So let me figure out how much range attack I can get. We're gonna play we're going to power mana pull, turn both these into black. And we're gonna use, so we get 2 black mana. We have expose, mass expose. I'll use this white. So all enemies are going to lose all fortifications, and we have range attack 3. Sacrifice. I'm going to choose blue and doesn't matter. Not really. Well, I'll do this. It gives me a red crystal and another black mana. So blocking enemies is also going to be helpful. That's going to be with the green. And then we have magic talent, which I can discard threaten to give me access to something in the source or in the unit in the spell offer. All right, so offering a sacrifice, I'm going to choose blue and white. I'm gaining range attack 6 for each blue, or for each white, and I'm getting I have 3 of each. So this is 18 range attack, and then turn all of these mana pairs into mana. Well, crystal pairs into mana. So all that's now mana. So we have 18 range attack with that. I have 3 here, so that's 21 range attack. That's ranged ice attack. So let me deal with that first. Well, we also have the shock troops, range attack 1, and all my other units get +1 to their range attack. This is so range attack 5. This is range attack 5. And that's that. So we have range fire attack 10. And then we have range attack 22 otherwise. And we could get more ranged fire attack. Discard a card of any color. You may play one spell in the cell as this is your hand, so I can use this to get range fire attack 5 more. So it's range fire attack 15, and I can get a physical or a ranged siege attack 1 to add to either the 22 physical siege range attack or the 15 fire range attack. So lots of range attack. So it's either gonna be 16 fire attack or 23 physical attack. 23 physical attack is definitely gonna wipe out the Defana Masters, the Grim Legionnaires, and I could do something else with 5 more. I might as well just take out the Fire Mages. So that's 23. So I use the +1. So again, it's 3 plus 18 plus 1 plus 1. So I use 23 to wipe out those 3. And then we have 15 fire attack. I can do 8 and 6. So we're +1 more than we need, but all these guys are dead. in the range and siege attack phase. Now, all of this mana is still available to me, unlike the rest of the crystals that are out there. But that's good news. So let's block as much as we can. The rest of these guys are dead. Fireball stays in the offer. And yeah, I used the red on Fireball, which is why that red crystal was there. So the cards I haven't used, that was the March to move in. So the cards I haven't used are these 4. All right. So remember, we block everything. Whatever's blocked is then going to have armor of 1, thanks to disease. So we have I mean, I could absorb really nothing. So I just need 3 block 5s if I can get it. Probably not blocking everything. If I honestly murder him, I'll be happy. Murder. So we're going to use this blue ice block 3. Actually, I don't even need to use a blue on that because it's going to be armor 1 anyway. So whatever. I think I'm only blocking 2. Am I even blocking 2? I think I'm only blocking 1. Woof. Nope, I get a fire block. Can I get another red? Nope, I can't get another red. I'm out. I'm out of reds. I'm the out of the reds. Blue. Yeah, I'm only blocking 1. If I'm only blocking 1. I can get 3, 6. I can get 10 block, but remember, I can get 11 block. I only need 10, but remember, you have to block one thing at a time. I get +1 to all their attacks. I don't get +1 to their blocks, unfortunately. And I can't, I don't have another red. If I had a wound in my hand, I can get a red this way. But I literally used every single mana I had available except for this green, which is insane. So that was my move too. So I'm going to use block 3, block 4, block 5, and that's going to block him. All right, so that leaves these wounds to assign. So I'm going to, the Savage Monks have 10 points of damage coming in with wound. So it's going to be, with poison, I mean. So it's going to wound the fire golems. That absorbs 8 points of damage. And then there's going to be a remainder of, and they get a second one because of the poison. And that's going to be a remainder of 2, which I'm going to put on the shock troops. That's 2 and 2. And honestly, let me just have burned up the monks and I'll save the ice shield in my hand because that's stronger. And then the Minotaur is going to come in, is going to do 1 wound to the fire golems. There's 2 remainder, and then another wound to the Red Cape monks. So I took no wounds to my hand. Ice attack 6. I don't have a blue. I take a wound to my hand. Oh, let me do it this way. And then I'll wound the ice golems. So I have this card in my hand, so that's a block 3. Oh, and actually, no, the remainder of 2 is just absorbed. So he's not even wounded. But I would have used him for the... Nope. I would have used that for the block. The remainder of 2 is just absorbed. Right, so wounded, 8 points of damage, 2 points of damage. They get double wounded because of the poison. 8 points of damage, 2 points of damage here. He absorbs it. Neither of those guys have assassins. That's totally legit. Now we go to the attack phase. You know what? Block. Even better. I gotta do the 2 points of attack. Trying to think if there's any way I can kill 2 of these guys. Remember, he's blocked, so he only has 1 armor thanks to disease. But he has all the resistances, so it's going to be 2 damage to kill him. If I had 1 more card in my hand, I still couldn't kill 2. Because I use this is my 5 block. If I did this for 5 block for 3 block, and then this for 4 block, I still don't have a way to kill 2. But if I take a wound, that's... Yeah, I think I want to get rid of the Ultimate Mages this turn. They're just, because of disease, that's for sure the play. So that's right. These cards are all used for the block, and then we're going to just do a attack. Yeah, we'll do an attack 3 to murder him. End of my turn, I go back to that location. We clean up my play area. Those do not get rolled. This does. It's black, so the offer is great for me. These all go away. None of these were... Oh, wait, whoa. I still have these blues. Right, so I still have all those blues, so I actually can use one of those blues for this ice attack 6, and then I'll kill the savage monks too. So the only one that lives is the Minotaur, because he wasn't blocked, so he still has armor 5. So I have the ice attack 6, remember, because those are just dissolved into whatever, and then I just needed attack 2 for him. So the 20 points of damage were assigned to my units, and then I used attack 3 and an attack 6 to murder these 2 guys, and then we just have this guy left in the city. All right. I knew there was a way to kill 2. Just how to get there. Again, still rusty. These come away. This comes out. This comes out. I'm going to... Oh, I went first. This comes away. This comes away. This comes away. All right. Done. I'm going to get a billion fame. I mean, it's 13, 18, 27, 35, 43, 47 fame. I don't know. Here, I get my last 2 skills. There you go. A little fire attack. Polarization is also good, but obviously don't have much in the way of mana. Into the heat. Haha. I'll take maximal effect because I was talking trash about it, so I might as well, use it for something. Pulling out to my hand, which is only 7. There's my wound. Goldix's turn. 1, 2, 3. It's blue. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. My turn. I'm going to move 2. We're in. I'm going to When you play this, or we action heritage this for 3 times. I can block 6. What do I need? I need attack 5 if I do that. I'm going to use Banner of Fortitude, heal all units completely. I should have done that before I went in. So my units are now all healed to make sure my score is really good. I get siege attack. Great. I'm going to use this skill to discard this to get a red. I'm going to use this. I'm going to throw away Battle Versatility to get me Siege Attack 4. And then I have this for Siege Attack 5. We've killed the Minotaur. Yeah, awesome. 4 more fame. Conquer the city. That's what I'm talking about. What? Oh, shit. Fire and ice resistant. Right. What, 18, 22, 22. You're probably... What's going on? All right, let's go. That's all gods. You can't just break Druid Staff and jump ahead and get 2 crystals. Well, hello, look who is still going. Looks like a lot of dead enemies from where I'm sitting. You're probably going to use more red mana than blue mana. It makes more sense to use red crystal with sacrifice to fight our ice and fire. Yes, isn't a range attack from sacrifice ice attack. Range to sacrifice ice attack. So I screwed up. I don't know how the heck I am rebuilding that. The Fauna Masters were ice resistant, and it is ice attack, not physical attack. 18, 19. I don't remember. I only had 23, right? So it's 21. 22. So 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I would have had to have blocked them. But that's 10 block. It's assassin and it's a 12 block. Huh. That would have been a pickle. Didn't use these guys. So if it was 3, 6. Yeah, so Damati's saying I should have the sacrifice with the red. The problem is like I already had so much fire range attack that I didn't want to mess with that. But and I knew I had fireball over there. The problem was that I forgot that it was ice attack from sacrifice. So the reality is I wouldn't have been able to kill them the way I did. I did have, what did I do? I did 23. And that was ice attack, right? So these are the 8 enemies. 23 ice attack would have been 10. Well, it was 23 ice plus physical attack because it was 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So that'd have been 10. These guys. So those are all still dead. And then I had 15 range fire attack. And that would have been 15 range fire attack. 18, 21, 22, 23. 15 fire attack. It's even less efficient. 23. I did 22. Yeah, it would have been something like this. And then I would have had a block for 6. And then I had these 3 cards. No ice block. Nothing's efficient against this, so it would have been block. So I would have been able to block her to avoid the paralyze. Then, since she was blocked, she doesn't have arcane immunity. So the wounds would have been the same because it would have been these 2 guys wounding me, and I would have had to kill her, is what would have happened. Then I have these cards for the next round, and these 2 enemies are still alive. The math on that's still the same. So the question is, how do I kill? I would still need 14 points of attack for that guy. Right. Okay. And then I have this. So the siege attack would still have killed him. Don't think I'm getting 14 points of block. Oh, wait. I killed 2 with their... Right. That's the problem. Because if I use them for block... 15. Where's that +1? 18. If I don't use this, great. Then I could have done... Well, if I blocked her, she doesn't have physical resistance, so if I because of disease, I would have been able to just kill her with a card sideways. So that other movement card would have been used to just kill her there. Did I pull up to 7? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where I'm missing... Pulled up to 7. Yeah, that's right, because those are my 5 cards. Right, so I would have had 1 card sideways would have killed her, so I would have only need 4 more blocks, so I would have killed her with 1 card sideways. So she would be dead. However, I think that all makes sense. Right? Because the 23 would have killed these 3. 15 would have killed, or 15 would have killed... Oh god, it's so inefficient. But 23 would have killed 8 enemies. 23 would have killed these 3. 15 would have very inefficiently killed these 2. It's almost... Why am I using that? Honestly, if I'm doing it this way, if I'm not killing her, 23, including this, kills those 3. 10... God, it's so bad. 10, 15, I'll still do it. Range attack. 10, 11 kills these 2. I took wounds from these 2 guys. I blocked her. I killed her with 1 card sideways. And then this turn, the 5 siege attack, maximal effect, plus this kills that guy. The ultimate mages, I could just assign a wound there. And then Can we get a? I have this one green. Here we. Oh, I need 14. Jesus. Not gonna get 14. So we're fine. We'd have to go to another turn. This is why I can't play games without Madi and Sajid around. These come here. I'm going to just discard the promise card because it's not useful right now. I use that wound with that. Yeah, great. So now I just have to get the 14 attack to kill him. Goldus is next turn. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. My turn, drawing up to 7. That will do. Endless gem pouch. I'm going to get a mana of every color and then a black. So I still have this green over here. The source is garbage, but I can definitely get 14 this time. So I'm going to use the move 2. Oh wait, I had to use that move 2 to go in. Yeah, that was my move 2 in last turn. So I get another card. Ambush, even better. Great. So I'm going to move 2. I'm in. Dude's gonna wound my golems, and now I just need 14 attack. I'm gonna break mana thing. I get a bunch of mana: blue, red, green, white, and a black. And then I just need 14 attack. So that's 3. First card I play gets +1. Actually, I would have actually done that, so I get +2. So that's siege attack. No, +1. So that's 4. That's 10. That's 13. That's 14, 15, 16. That's 17. Yeah, we're good. So then he would have just been dead there. But then I end with 2 wounded units, and it took me just another turn. So nice catch. Oh wait, and they're wounding me. He's doing 10 points of damage. So yeah, it would have been wound, and then wound, and then just absorb. So, or actually, it could have been wound, absorb. So it's still the same thing. So, just took me one more turn. Woo! All right. Sorry about that. You would have killed the Ultimages, simply would have had to come up with the block. But at that point, you probably could have, or worst case, shock troops eat it. Damn, you had quite a deck in this one. Yeah, no, it was pretty cool. Again, that early round, just getting what was I mean, getting magic talent from the monastery in round 2 when I finally realized that, and then I was able to use magic talent to get me a unit, which was nice, and then use magic talent to get sacrifice, and then I used magic talent to use fireball, and then I had those monasteries like. That banner of fortitude was like, but druidic staff's great. Endless gem pouch. I knew I was going to need a bunch of crystals, especially with magic talent. So and just making that silly mistake at the end, just forgot that sacrifice was ice. I was like, I can't attack them with fire, but yeah, dude, it's still ice. But we got there. Just the ultimate mages. The nice thing about them only being a 5 is that you're like, all right, well, especially with the 3 units with physical resistance, like I would have had multiple turns where I could just, all right, I'll take some damage. I still had 4 attack there. I mean, again, I have 3 attack every round for my skill. I have 5 attack from improvisation, assuming I can get any kind of mana. So yeah, it was good to you're going anytime you're getting 3 artifacts and 3 spells plus access to other spells just because of magic talent. You're getting through all your skills. 816 is just that level where with my ability in this game, like I'm usually gonna find a way at 816 to win. Maybe we'll start kind of going back to like 918 or something like that. Instead of just keep doing this. But because I definitely want to feel that challenge, but still a little bit of rust. but we're working it out. But yeah, it was a cool deck. It was a cool, and it's again one of the things I like about these lower levels is where, for me, it's like I just like being able to try different combos and kind of explore a little bit more. I like I like being able to maybe, again, if it was 11:22, maybe, Sag is absolutely right where I'm like, I'm killing that, spending a turn to kill that orc early is like, you don't got the time, sir. Um, but, because again, it took 4 cards. But I was like, I just kind of want to, I kind of saw where I wanted to go. And I'm like, yeah, I like that 3 fame, get that early bump right off the bat. Um, but could have been a little trappy. Playing Arethea without playing a heavy wound game is also interesting. I mean, one of the reasons that she having 3 skills that allow you to use wounds, like there probably isn't. It probably wasn't playing her super optimally, but then again, I'll take those 5 skills and feel pretty good about most battles, right? Um, getting your I think the order I got them was this. So, it just at a time that things were coming up, I was like, nah, I really need that. Nah, I really need that. I think it came out. Because early on, I just had no wounds. So, like, taking these 2 early when I had no wounds, I was like, that's just not going to be helpful. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the order came out like this. Like, polarization, I probably would have snagged early. Over that 1 siege attack. But really, I just was like, I wasn't in a place where I could justify taking this when I had no wounds. Um, Now, had I taken the wounds, had I known that was coming off the deck, yeah, I probably just take the 3 wounds from the orc war beast, and then I'll just deal with that there. I had no wounds there. Like motivation, I'm definitely taking at this level. Um, the movement skill I'd already done most of my exploring, so that was silly. And then the attack was more important to me than polarization at this point in the game. So, but yeah, I mean, Aretha is she's so strong, dude. It's really nice to be able to play with her. Um, why are these the ones that are discolored? Oh, right, because they did the reprint. Right. For those who don't know, the Alta Mages originally had a 6 attack. And then when they came out with Lost Legion, they eroded it down to a 5, because they're so brutal. I mean, that 14 attack to kill them is going to be a lot. Being able to do the expose on them was super strong. So yeah, when they reprinted it, the coloration was just off. But yeah, it's just insane to me that they make an Ultimate Edition and don't correct that. Like, these are known problems in the community, man. Like, just call anyone. Like, just like call Phil and be like, or Paul, like, hey, what do people complain about? Yeah, I mean, go through your files. You have the art. Like, just set it up right. I can't fathom how they missed that. But anyway, um, Mike James, yes. Grab and Saget, defresh dang made it all the way to the end of the fame counter. Yeah, I mean, if you're playing on 5-8, that's hard. But if you're playing at 8-16, like if you didn't get to the end of the faint counter, it didn't. It was just not a good game. I mean, you just the amount of think about it this way: 5-8, you're gonna kill about 7 enemies. 8-16, you're killing about 12. So you're really gonna get to the end of that. I mean, I think one of my favorite patron challenges, which surprised me too, because I am not a scorer, but when it was, and I forget who it was, but it was like I had to play at 5-8, and the challenge was not to win, but to score 200 points, and that was super hard and super fun. I mean, you really just, if there was an opportunity to get fame, you just had to jump at it. You're just murdering everything, and I might actually be inclined to do that again on the channel, because it was definitely one of my favorite. What I was like, I thought it was clever and it was fun because it was like an inside. It was a not so inside joke of how much I hate scoring. Um, so I just thought it was like a really clever challenge and had a good time with it. But I haven't scored since. So by James says Greg and Maze Knight, all is right in the world now. Yeah, Greg and Maze Knight, and of course an awkward rules mistake that added 10 minutes to the video. It's all is indeed right with the world. So yeah, that's it. As I said, I'll probably stream next week. No guarantees. The next 3 weeks are kind of significant for me. So just trying to kind of see how some things play out in my life, and then we'll kind of take stock and regroup one way or the other. So as I get some clarity on my end, I do hope. Fortunately, it's like one of those things that it's not an especially busy time for me. It's just a very anxious time for me. So hopefully, my having some gaming to turn to is actually a nice distraction. So I'm happy to be here. I appreciate everyone kind of showing up and giving me the undeserved welcomes that I get when I return to these shenanigans. But yeah, any questions, comments, epiphanies, any other rules, mistakes you might have caught? I'm always happy to see those in the comments. I do like that people can come to my videos and kind of see what I did wrong for two reasons. One, like it make sure, hey, make sure you're playing the game right or as right as you can, and two, like showing like new people who are coming to this game, like, yeah, dude, this is not a game where you're gonna play perfectly. You're just gonna make mistakes, and like it is what it is. So Sag says, what? I have missed the heart-to-heart chat part. I mean, I don't know if you missed it, where you know, there's only so much I can say right now, but I'll have more to say maybe in about 2 weeks, hopefully. Sort of, maybe. It's been a weird year, y'all. Yeah, y'all. I just dropped a y'all. I am not a southerner, so I don't say y'all often. That was the first time I used maximal impact in a freaking long time, so that was exciting. Maximal effect, whatever it is, and I burned battle versatility. There's something I never thought I'd do. So check that off the bucket list. But yeah, what a deck. What a good deck. Yeah. Like using my artifacts. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'll take that. I will take that indeed. So, it just to see the power of magic talent. I mean, this magic talent gave me both of these. Magic talent was responsible for one of my elite units, these two, and then a range fire attack 5, which I only needed one of. The way the math worked out, but like it's such a good card. I mean, especially working well with these two artifacts that just gave me just a really an unbelievably good amount of crystals. And then Arethea has the extra flexibility of mana pull that you can really manipulate the source more than any other mage, at least easily. It's nice. That was a fun playthrough. Good times. By running for president. Well, you know, there is that thing happening in this country right now. So good times. What even is life? No, I'm not running for president. That's for sure. Mark Dandridge, just stopping by to say hi. Yes, hello, Mr. Dandridge. Nice to see you. That's it. It is indeed a quick hi because it is time to go. Now it's time to say goodbye. But I hope everyone had a good time. I will one way or the other, if it's next week or the week after or the week after that. I'm looking forward to being back on a stream again. It'll probably be Hopamachus Victorum, but don't be surprised if it's another Mage Knight. It will not go much further afield than that. I can pretty much assure you, just kind of with the things that I'm dealing with right now. So, but that is that. Hope everyone's doing well, and I don't know. Until next time, happy gaming.
Solo.